All right, good morning, everybody. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is okay and doing as good as you can do in today's day. But welcome in. Happy Friday. Good morning. Welcome to another Doodle stream. We can get rid of that because the stream has started. It has begun. We don't need to stream soon anymore. Excuse me. So. Welcome in, everybody. As always, I appreciate you taking a little of your morning and just a dash of your afternoon to hang out with me as we discuss anything and everything, and we draw. I mean, that's the whole point, is we get some good doodles in, right? We draw some fun stuff, we relax. It's pretty chill. That's the goal. Did I bring my water? I did. I think I forgot it upstairs. Of course I did. Of course I did. So, all right. Welcome in, everybody. I actually have some kind of exciting things to talk about before we dive into today's stream. But I want to say hello to everybody who's already here and already sounding off in the chat. Hello, Leet Bacon and Winter Bricker, Brickhead Family, Ken Marlowe Bricks, Cafe Con Lego, Ingrid Wynn, the Near Family Treehouse, Bluegrass Bricks, Eli, Hawkeye Lego Man, Pink Wheels 3, Bama Bricks, Gallagate. Music is too loud and annoying. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. I'll just turn it off. The music is always kind of like a, don't worry, one day I'm going to get it. I'm going to figure it all out. It's going to be fine. So let me switch. Hold on. Let me switch this real quick too. Okay, hopefully that all switched up. You can still hear me. But I just switched it off. I just switched the music off. But that's okay. I don't want anyone to be annoyed. It's supposed to be chill. So I'm going to dive into some of the announcements, and actually there's kind of a bit to talk about. So before I get into that, I want to welcome in my buddy who's going to help me read the chat today. MC for a repeat, round 2, Bricks O'Brien, Brian Saviano.
What's going on?
How's it going, Brian?
You know, the train hasn't gone off the tracks yet. It's close.
It's close.
But not yet. We're still cranking. We're still good.
Yeah, good. And you are a streaming machine lately. Let me just say.
I am a Kevin. I'd like for you to get it right if you're gonna pimp me out like that. I am a content creation
machine.
All facets of video and entertainment. All the live streams. All the videos. It's been a crazy week doing everything I can.
Yeah.
To keep people entertained. And I know you're doing your part, and that's all we can do as creatives and whatnot.
Exactly. I was actually joking, not to already derail, but I was joking around with Tricky Bricks, I'm sorry, who are Richard and Flynn from Lego Masters, because they've been diving into the streaming universe. And I was like, you guys have been streaming every day, all day. See, you guys are so close to a 24-hour live stream, you don't even know it. But yeah, so thanks for Brian to come in again and help us just keep track of you guys, because it allows me to draw more and not have to look up all the time. So he'll take care of you guys. He's a professional. He's what we call a professional.
I'd like to think so. The more I do this, the less I believe it, but
the less you believe you're a professional.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Hey, Miss Neverland. And let's see. Oh, and we got Cookie over there on Twitch. So, okay, let's get into this. Because otherwise we'll take forever and I'll never draw anything. So first and foremost, everybody, you guys can find me, if you're not familiar, online. My website's kevinhinkle.com. You can also find me on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. If you'd like to follow just my artwork as a freelance artist, you can find me at MrHinkleDraws. So that's right there at the bottom of your screen for you. I appreciate the company on the social media. A very special shout out to all the absolutely incredible people that do support me over on Patreon. Patreon is a wonderful platform to help sustain creators of any kind, whether that's art or illustration or music, videos, comics. There's a lot of web comics that rely on Patreon for support. Patreon, you can find me online, patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. All my patrons do get access to exclusive content. They get discounts on my store, which we're going to talk about in just a second. And real gifts. I think the kind of the coolest thing is that folks that support me at the $5 and above do get an actual piece of artwork that I will make for them, tailored to their request, mailed directly to them. So here is the list. It may be a little small because it's a little big because there's a lot of folks, and I really appreciate every single one of them, hopping over there and give me the support. I do want to read through the list. Hey, what's going on, Deputy Shep? Read through the list of their names because they absolutely deserve that moment of credit. So thank you once again to Adrian Cordero, Ben Rollman, Benjamin Paczak, Beyond the Brick, Blickeen, Brian Saviano, Speak of the Devil,
hey.
Brian Schmidtke, Bubba Bricks, Canadian Papa Bear, Chris Fabinski, Dana M. Urban, Dave Guan, Dave Pickett, Doc Sampson, Eclipse Graphics, Elspeth De Montez, InTalk, Jamie Seaborn, J.J, John Y, Jolene Holmes, Justin J. Marler, Jinxie425, Carl's Vic Bricks, Maniac for Bricks, Marlo Bricks, Meredith Najwitz, Mevitz Bricks, Michael Kenimoto, Ninja with the Bricks, Paganimation, Scott's Toys, Shy Time is My Time, Steven Struble, The Brick Burrow, The Brickhead Family, and Valerie Champagne. So thank you guys very, very much for your support. And anybody considering it, I appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot. So thank these guys for everything they do. So moving straight into the other things I want to share with you guys before we get drawing. Just in case you did not know, I do have an Etsy store. That is where I sell prints and stickers. Who knows? There may be more items in different genres there in the future. But for right now, we've got a lot of different options. And it's all my artwork. I believe there is 40 stickers now on there. I think 40, if I'm not mistaken, or very close to it. So check out Etsy. I just dropped 10 new stickers. Or actually, I'm sorry, 12. I dropped 12 new stickers on Etsy. Most of them are $3 each. There's a couple that are $4 each. Those are like the holographic stickers, and some stickers that are really large. So like getting into that 4-inch by 5-inch kind of realm for a sticker. So they're a little bit more pricey. But there's also a couple that that I ordered, new ones, that came out smaller than I anticipated. So that was, I don't know if it was a mistake on my end or a mistake on the end of Sticker Mule, but I've listed them only at $2. So if you are a fan of Dragon Ball Z, I've got a Goku sticker in there, or as Etsy has them listed, Z Warrior. Or if you're a fan of Legend of Zelda, I've got Princess Zelda herself in there, and she is Hylian Princess, I believe. And those are only $2 because they're a little smaller than I was hoping they were going to be. And moving on to the next thing I want to announce, I have a giveaway. Let me take that banner off at the bottom there real quick. So to kind of celebrate everybody's incredible support for my artwork, it's been absolutely amazing and very, very helpful, especially for right now. I decided to give away an entire collection of my brick building stickers. See you later, Ingrid. Have a good day. So if you head over to kevinhinkle.com/giveaway, you can enter to win an entire collection of all 20 of my brick building stickers. It's quite a lot. I haven't actually calculated what the value is of that, but yeah, most of those are $3 each, except for the Unikitty and the Bandit. Those are $4 each. But you could win an entire collection of those. So head over there, enter. You've got nothing to lose. And if you look through it, there's actually ways to increase your chances of winning, such as sharing the contest online. That gets you points. It's kind of built into the system, and it gives you a higher chance to win. So check that out. If you like to just get one, you can also just head over to Etsy and buy them. They're all available. So they're all up there, including 2 holographic versions. So you could get the classic Lego Smiley as a hologram sticker, and also Benny as a hologram sticker. So check that out. To all my Twitch friends, emotes are finally done. So they exist. They're real. Emotes are real now. 2 of them are live right now. The love is not yet approved because I did that one last. But let me bring up the Twitch chat myself.
And Kevin, am I correct in saying that these emotes are exclusively available on twitch.tv/MrHinkleDraws, or what?
Correct. They're only there.
Gotcha.
I made them for Twitch. I'm actually really happy with them. I think they are very Twitch style.
Yes,
They're very Twitch. They're very Twitch style. So the chill one that you see on the left, that is the tier 1 sub emote. Cookie is currently sub, so he's throwing in the chill, Mr. Hink chill in there. I appreciate that, Cookie. Thank you. And then Mr. Hink draw is the tier 2. That's on the upper right. And then the love is the tier 3. And obviously, as the channel grows, as it gets more support from you guys, there are more options because more slots open up for creating more emotes. So I do have some fun plans for like a Mr. Hink Rage and stuff like that. But the first ones are live. I'm really, really happy with them. And if you guys head over to Twitch and you subscribe, you get access to the emotes. Easy as that. Easy as that. So there they are. I thanks everybody for their patience, because I know that I have had subs for the last couple months and I have no emotes. It's kind of like a whap whap. So it's like, yes, I'm helping them out, but unfortunately I don't have anything to really show for it. So those are finished right there at the top. You can also see twitch.tv/MrHinkleDraws. And thank you to those that are already watching on Twitch right now. How's it going, Richie? Our Toy World is in the YouTube chat. Is that it? I think that's it. That's all. That's enough, right? That's enough.
I think it's enough.
That's enough.
But that's for you to decide.
That's enough.
Yeah.
But those are some important things I wanted to make sure you guys heard. Blockhead UK says, ooh, shiny Benny, very tempting. Yeah, and the pictures for the holographic stickers they're kind of difficult because it's hard to photograph holographic anything. It's just like it kind of doesn't do justice to the subject. So I tried. I did my best, but I know for a fact that even I was a lot happier when I got the hologram stickers in hand versus seeing them online. I'm like, I don't know, is this worth it? And then I got them. I'm like, it's worth it.
I think my Benny is really cool on the side of my computer, but that's just me.
Yeah, but you could probably also admit that when you first saw it, like the pictures just don't quite convey the hologramness. It's just
If I'm being totally honest with you, Kevin, I didn't buy it because it was shiny. I bought it to support you. So I didn't even care if it was not as shiny. So
well, thank you, Brian. Brian is a true friend.
Right.
Ken says it's $121 to buy all the stickers available in your Etsy store.
What a deal.
What a deal. Look, it's $121 value, folks.
Right.
Sega says, hashtag is that Kevin. Hey, Sega, how you doing? Pink Wheel Street, can you draw Brian being asked about Lego Mario yet again?
Oh, we're going to talk about it today, probably. Don't worry. It'll be the 17,000th time.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, welcome in to the Doodle stream. So we will get going. So feel free, everybody, to throw in your suggestions of what you want. I think I've kind of landed on, we've talked about this in a couple of streams. I think I've landed on just kind of picking and choosing and hopping around just because, as I've said, if I keep going like in order, I feel like so many people are not going to get a chance to have anything drawn. And I really do appreciate the support and how the stream is growing. So we're going to pop around. I'm going to try my best to not be biased towards like, oh, I'm only going to draw Nintendo things. I'm going to draw Lego things. Like I do want to pick things that I would not draw. It's like, that is weird.
But you also want to pick suggestions that are interesting and, something a bit unique. So it's also dependent on the quality of the suggestions as well. So put a good think into what you want drawn. So that way Kevin can put his best effort into that drawing.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. And I'm gonna let Brian take the reins on the chat. And I think I'm gonna start things off right here with this Zim yelling at Gurr. I think I'm gonna start with that.
There we go.
And Brian's gonna take good care of you guys.
I certainly hope I can. Hello, Galligade. How are you? The chat's MC. Yes, I am. I have some of the control today for the chat. So hopefully all of you behave, which you will, because you're all great.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. No, wait. What were we gonna? You're getting started here.
I am. I'm gonna draw Zim yelling at Gurr. So I was just looking up some reference photos.
Was that your era of Nickelodeon or no?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I kind of missed the boat on Invader Zim, honestly. A little bit. It was a little too dark.
It's got some dark moments, and there's some episodes that are kind of a little much. But I also noticed that from some of the newer age cartoons too. Do you ever watch Adventure Time at all? Or
no, I had too many people be like, "This is the greatest show," and you know how it is when someone tells you, you need to watch this, and I'm like, no. Now that you said it, no.
It kind of destroys it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you're like,
it really does. And the same thing happened to Rick and Morty for me, where everyone's like, "Bro, this is the funniest show ever. You should watch this." I'm like, "All right," and then it's not. So,
yeah,
it's like,
hey, you know what? That was like Anchorman. I had the movie Anchorman hyped up so hard to me by like everyone, and then I saw it and I didn't dislike it, but I'm like, "This is what you guys were hyping up."
Right? Yeah. I get you.
But so yeah, Adventure Time I think is a pretty cool cartoon. But there's some dark episodes in Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Like I remember there's this one, I was just so shocked. There's this joke where you've got the Magic Man. Anyone who knows Adventure Time knows the Magic Man. And he's just like this wandering like magician kind of troublemaker Loki character. And he just like snaps his finger and this pigeon or this bird, how do I explain this? It like turns itself inside out. Oh, so the bird just like, cheep, and it just like all of a sudden it's guts and like bones, and then it keeps chirping and it walks away, and I'm like, whoa. What am I watching?
That's weird. Well, that's like that weird subsection of animation where it's like all the super trippy stuff, and you're like, what?
Yeah, where have I arrived?
Yeah, right. Brickhead Family was asking, is Brian going to be playing Animal Crossing while doing the MC work again? Well, I'm not inclined to say, but my fruit mango, grove is coming along very nicely. That's all I'm going to say.
That was honestly one of my favorite moments from last time when you were like, and I don't even remember how it came about. Like if you owned up to it, or it was like, I am currently playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I think I said, you know what, Kevin, you never would have known it, but I was playing Animal Crossing that entire time, and you were.
Oh yeah, I would not have known it. No,
right. So yeah, it's coming along well. And no, I'm not a Rick and Morty fan because every single episode that someone showed me was like, dude, this is the funniest show. And then after the end of every episode that someone has showed me, they've been like, well, that episode wasn't that great, but you should watch another one. And then they show me the next one. And then they're like, actually, that was one of the worst of season 3. You should watch another one. And I'm like, no. If after 2 episodes of you being like, oh, this is great, and it's not, whatever. No.
That's also, I can get that. That's kind of tough.
Yeah. And it's all like, Morty. No, I'm good. I'm all set. I'm done. Call it. Done. Am I wrong? That's what it sounds like.
I've never seen it. I've never seen Rick and Morty.
You know, I feel like I don't think you would like it.
I don't think it looks like my style of.
No, it really doesn't.
I think also one of the worst. I still regret it to this day, and this is a good thing for people to sound off in the chat, is the movie Sausage Party.
You've talked about this before, yes.
I am, to this day, I am disturbed that I saw that movie, and I'm like, I almost get physically sick thinking about it.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's just like, it was too much. It was way too much. You haven't seen that movie, have you?
No,
don't see it. Don't see it.
No. Everything you've said, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take no interest in this one right here.
Don't see it. It's just it's too much. It's too much.
According to Building with Steve, Rick and Morty has its moments, but there's a lot of humor that is just about being random. Randomness is not funny on its own. I 100% agree, and that also perpetuates a lot of other people to think that, oh, I'm gonna be random, and it's like, well, that's not funny either. So like, you know, my friends would constantly spout stuff, and I'm like, well, this isn't actually funny. You're just saying something to get a reaction, and that's not my style of humor. So, yeah. Not that I'm a comedy elitist, but like, come on, like, just screaming out pickle chips. It's like, what?
Pickle chips?
No, it's not. No, come on. So, I'm not wrong either. I mean, I'm Pickle Rick. Great, good for you. Have a great day. See ya. Goodbye.
Rick and Family Kevin is too pure to enjoy the raunchy.
A little bit. I feel like that's like a section of it.
It's just like, I can't think of a better word. It's just, it was too much.
Yeah.
It was, and here's the other funny thing. Anyone who's seen the movie will know the level of stuff that occurs in that movie. Yeah. I watched that movie at the gym. So like, I was on like the front layer of machines, and the whole time I was so terrified that people behind me were watching. I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening. There was a couple of days where I stopped it because there was people behind me. I'm like, nope. I'm like, and we'll start it again tomorrow.
No, yeah.
But I had to finish it. I started it. I'm like, I got to finish this stupid thing.
Yeah,
because that'll just be worse if I don't finish it. Okay, this is just a little warm up.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah. It's not really like great, but it is.
It works. I can tell what it is.
Good. That's all that matters.
And I like that you went with the true form gur and not the puppy gur.
Oh yeah, true form. Okay, let me go try to find another. See if we got any other suggestions in the chat right now.
Sure.
And good call changing your name, Steve. That was Leet Bacon in the beginning, and now it's Building with Steve. So
there we go.
What do we got? Mr. Everland says, I like it, Kevin. Well, thank you. Happy to hear that. What else we got, folks? Here, I'll draw Shaggy. I don't know if I want to do another 2 character right off the bat, but I'll do Shaggy.
Yeah.
Let's do Shaggy. Let's move. Actually, let me change their orientation a little bit. Go right there. The beauty of digital.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
So how long did it take for you to get those emotes done over on for Twitch?
Okay, that's a good question. For all three,
or like an average of like, per time.
Yeah. So I drew the first one because then I could like the chill, so I could base the others on that. And
right.
I think that took me 4 hours.
Holy mackerel! Well, that was the base one you did.
That was the base one. It didn't take as long for the others because like the head was done. Copy and paste for the head. I just changed like the eyes, or I change whatever. So yeah. And there was a lot of experimentation too on what works and what doesn't. Like I had like 6 different heads with different eyes because I'm like, which one of these looks more Twitch-like? That's like,
right.
And I wanted, like, it was important for me to really make this for Twitch. Like that's the whole point.
Right.
And so I wanted as closely as I could to mimic Twitch. Like so many of the styles you see on people's, because there's definitely a Twitch emote style for sure. That I've noticed when people draw their own, like versus like taking photos of things like dogs and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's what I was going with.
Ken says, come on, Brian, less Animal Crossing, more of having the next request ready for Kevin. The thing is, I don't know which one Kevin would want to do next. I haven't quite gotten so I can tell what I think is a good suggestion, but I don't want to keep that bias just for me the whole time. So I don't know what else Kevin would want to draw that would maybe be challenging or a little bit different. So, and it's also up to the chat, all of you, to suggest something that would be good for Kevin to draw. So this is a two-way street here. Marlo Bricks. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, Ken, because it's something, I don't know if you were in the stream. I think it might have been one of the ones you were working. But I was talking about the stream and how it's evolved and kind of where I want to go with it. Because there was a couple where I feel like a lot of people that came in later just have like no hope of having anything drawn because there's already a queue that's backed up. And I was like, I don't know if I want that. So I'm kind of trying out now, just picking and choosing. I'm not married to any concept, it's like, whatever, we'll try this, we'll try that. We'll try couple different things. But that it made me feel a little bad because people that were coming in a little bit later into the stream were like, oh, so, you've already got a queue of 15 things. I guess I'm just out.
Yeah. Right.
Like, and that I feel like also would make people leave. Wouldn't it? Like I would kind of leave.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
all right, I'm done.
Yeah, and I mean that also depends on people's attention spans too. There's nothing you can really do about that. But I mean, it depends on the detail of what you're drawing things as well, the variety of things. So like, I had the thought like, oh, what if you did like a themed, week or something? That way you get all the Lego out of your system.
Oh, I forgot about that. I think you probably said that last time and I said that was a good idea. I'm going to say it again. That's a good idea.
So like that way, instead of being like, all right, this person wants you to draw something relating to Lego for, the X amount of time. Like it's fine. It's cool. But what if you just did an entire episode based on that? And then you're like, all right.
I actually really like that. So there's this pianist that I follow on Twitch, who I used to follow her on YouTube. And I'm actually a patron supporter of her. So I do give back, everybody. I give back. Her name is Laura6683. I'm pretty sure her birthday is 6683.
I would certainly think so. Yes.
How's it going, Reed? We've got Hope Castle in the chat. She does. She plays the piano. She's incredible at it, and she just takes requests. Her stream has also evolved over the years because I followed her for years, and it has evolved because it's gotten more popular and there's more people there, and she's trying to be fair and she's trying to also be,
of course,
cognizant of her time. So she actually just made the decision recently. Her stream is now sub only.
Really? Yeah. The stream or the requests?
The stream. The stream is sub only. And so I've actually missed quite a few of them because but she'll like re-upload them later to YouTube.
Right.
And but whatever. I'm getting off track. So she has done theme episodes where she'll be like, today's water theme. You can request anything you want for me to play, but it has to be water themed. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And so to be like, play the water level from Mario, play the water level from Zelda, play Water World theme. And so I kind of like that concept of having a theme episode where it's like, everybody, today's video game day. Give me video game characters to draw.
Right. And then if you really wanted to, you could, and this is just the inner businessman in me, you could make a print of that, not just of all the ones you've done in general at the end of the year. But what if you made like, hey, this is all, a Lego themed thing.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Make sure I don't forget it. I'll probably forget it again.
You know what, Kevin? You can have that idea for free. That's all you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Chris, I appreciate that. Okay, actually, I do really want to draw this one. I remember this one from last time. Taco Man eating a Taco Man eating a Taco Man. This is insanity. So yeah, let's do this one. I'm not going to. Oh, and here, this was the completed Shaggy for you, Sega. There you go. There it is. All right, move down here. All right, so Taco Man. Speaking of Sausage Party. All right, so Taco Man eating.
So is it a guy in a taco suit or is it a taco with eyes?
That's a great question. Oh, you know what else? I knew there was something else I forgot to mention in the beginning.
Your new taco truck?
No. So I've hopped on the artist bandwagon of the give me 6 characters to draw fan art of.
Yes.
Just so you guys know, I am planning to go all in on that one. Like it's not gonna be like the loose doodle sketches. Like I'm going to fully, draw it, scan it, go full digital, render it all. So this is like the stuff I do for like my prints and stuff I sell. And so head over to any social media that you follow me on and vote or either give us a suggestion and or vote for things like things that people have made. Because I'm going to take the 6 that have been most liked and I'm going to draw them. And so right now there's actually there's a ton of suggestions, which is great, but nobody's really liking any of them. So it's like, I'll go on Instagram and there's like 30 suggestions and they all have 1 like and it's all from me.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Their thing drawn.
Yeah. So take a look though, go back. I mean, there's no limit to how many you want to support. But check that out because I'm thinking that I'm going to pull the numbers probably tomorrow and then I'll start drawing those.
Yeah, I've seen that challenge a lot on social media. A lot of people are, just doing a doodle, but that'd be cool to see your style in 6 random things or whatever they choose.
It's one of those things where I guess the artist community is not very different than many other communities in which you have trends and bandwagons and things that make the rounds. But no one's going to like someone else's if they're going to make their own. You can do both. You can do both. There's no point. There's no reason not to.
You could, but people are also like, no, but I want my thing.
Yeah, it's true. I get it. I might what I might do, depending on where we're at, is I might go in and take what I see as like the top 20 or something and be like, vote for one of these. Or I might throw it over to Patreon. I might take the ones that were most suggested and liked and then say, all right, patrons, you guys get the final call. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So that was a question, not to scare off people necessarily, but you have quite a few patrons and I noticed quite a few of them very frequently are in the live streams. So would there ever be a point where you're like, oh, patron priority, not entirely, but patron priority, if they haven't had a suggestion in a while, would you do something like that?
That's a great question. So what I've done so far, hey, Chris, we got Fazoom in the YouTube chat, is I have a quote, patron only stream. And that is on my Patreon anniversary in October, I believe, or it might be the very first week of November. And I actually really had a lot of fun with that. So it wasn't like only patrons were allowed to be in the stream.
Right.
But the only things I was drawing were from patrons. And I like that a lot. And I think the people viewing had a fun time because they were trying to guess what the things were that I was drawing. So I definitely plan on doing that again. And I think because there are so many more, I'm thinking I'm going to stretch that to maybe a 5-hour stream. But so that's where I've put my thought into that so far.
So it's been in the right place. Excellent.
I don't even know how to go about this, Taco Man. I'm like, what am I even doing?
Near Tree Family's like the Taco Man is supposed to be standing up.
Yeah, whatever. Get out of here, Nick.
I guess it's a lazy Friday afternoon. We're all in quarantine. Who cares?
Get out of here, Nick. You draw your own.
And hello, Stud Sidious and JB Brick Fanatics.
What's going on, JB? How you doing? Stud Sidious, welcome to the stream.
Having some good suggestions from Zoom for like space tacos. I was gonna say Droonies. I don't know why. Words. Goonies. What do you typically put in a taco, Kevin?
I think
your ideal taco.
Yeah, I mean the classic, right? Like ground beef, tomato, lettuce, shredded cheese, maybe some salsa, maybe some sour cream.
I've made the switch to ground turkey, and it's very good.
Have you?
Yes, it's not as like, I mean, I typically get lean beef anyways, but like it tastes the same, and it's
Yeah, yep.
I always make it like super like scratch kitchen, not scratch kitchen style, because that implies I'm doing more effort than I actually am. But like just tortillas and cheese and lettuce. Like
I enjoy a good turkey burger. Kim, thank you for hopping over there, and also thank you for posting the link to the Instagram. Appreciate that.
Cafe Con Lego is like, give the taco fishnet stockings. That's if you get some. I thought it was gonna be like a fish taco. I'm like, fish taco, but with the stockings, the fishnet stockings. I like. So hold on, wait. I just had another idea from by that suggestion right there. What if like you took a couple of people's suggestions? So like that's 2 suggestions kind of combined right there.
Yeah,
Taco Man with the fishnet stockings. You could do something like that too. And people have to collaborate in the chat to get their suggestion done.
That's fun. That's fun. I think I've done that a couple times before just on my own.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah. But I'm down. All right, how's he gonna hold this? I'm trying to recreate how I would hold
so
a taco in my hand.
Does he have human hands?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Of course he does.
All right.
Of course he does.
Glad you thought of it. Brickhead family, you're a fan of fish tacos? I feel like my breath would just smell. Like I can't commit.
I'm not a big fish fan in general.
Really?
I like a really good salmon if it's like a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
But like that's it. I don't really like any other fish.
Not baked haddock or some swordfish? No? Wow.
You can tell I am definitely not from New England.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I was gonna say, oh, you're in Connecticut, but no, you're from Texas. So
I don't know which. I'm having a really difficult time visualizing which side the thumb would be on in this. I'm like, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I'm just
right if he were grabbing it. Wait, what? No, I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? That's right there. It is what you guys think it is. It's perfect. It's a mitten.
Taco mitten.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, it's fine.
It's great.
The age we're living in.
I do like to have like at least one off the wall crazy one each stream. There usually is one.
Now, does that smallest taco have eyes as well, or no?
There's 2 little. I mean, here it's hard to see.
Oh, I can see. Yep. There we go. Oh, wow. There it is. Very. Yeah.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna call it with that one. We'll put that. Move him up a little bit.
I'm not a fan of shellfish, but I like sushi. I hated fish as a kid, but that changed. Ken, I've had some sushi, and I agree. Shellfish, like shrimp and crab and lobster, I am not a fan of.
Let's see. What do we got here? What other suggestions? I'm looking through the chat for suggestions. JB says chicken tacos are his favorite. Very nice. Oh, you know what, Brian? I don't know if I told you this already. I finally, since the day I purchased it, which was years ago, I have attached my Switch to the TV.
Really?
I have only played it in handheld mode since I bought it.
Wow.
But I did that because here we go. Ewok Totem Pole. I did that because my kids have been going crazy. They are like outside of schoolwork, like my youngest, we're starting to get into almost an hourly dad on board conversation. Like that, and we're like, that's dangerous territory.
Yep.
And so I said, okay, let me attach the Switch to the TV and you guys can play. And so they've been playing Mario Kart, and they just did what is it, Bomberman R for the first time, which was a really bad idea. My youngest was very upset. I was like, and we're done with that game.
Yep.
But I have never attached it to the TV. Just never did it.
So do you view it as a handheld or a home console?
I see it as a handheld, I guess. I don't know.
Really?
That's how I played it. And I think it is like literally the best handheld I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I guess I would consider it mostly a handheld. Isn't that weird?
Wow.
It's weird.
I only play like 95% of the time it's in docked mode.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Totally opposite. And it feels weird. It feels so weird to me to play it on the TV.
Really?
That's
I mean,
like,
I'm mostly recording, so that
Yeah.
is, probably more so why. But I don't like the Joy-Con are too small for me. I got giant hands. So like the Pro controller on the Switch is like the ideal size. So it's like my favorite controller.
Oh, yeah, and I don't know, I don't know if my hands are big or not, but like playing it in handheld mode versus playing it when I split the two Joy-Cons up. Like I was doing Mario Kart and I felt like I was the Hulk holding those controllers. I was like, this is so weird. But anytime I think of anything gaming related, I'm like, I wonder how Brian feels about this.
Well, that goes to show how high or low my opinion is in your mind.
That's the branding. That's that Bricks O'Brien branding at work, at play there. Yes, sir.
Seafood does not belong in tacos, in Near Family Treehouse's opinion. That's a respectable opinion.
Oh, JB, what was your suggestion? I did not skip it on purpose. What was it? You skip my suggestion every stream. I honestly don't even remember seeing it. What was it?
Let me see if I can find it back here. Sometimes Kevin and I need a little jolt because, like, if it's too far up, and then either Kevin or I spot one that is taken, then we go all the way back to the front, and then
Yeah, totally. Pro controller for the win, says Building with Steve.
It's a great one. I have the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. That one is pretty fancy, but I love my Pro Switch controller mostly. Like, yeah. Oh, and just so you know, Kevin.
Darth Maul with a flower hat and a sun umbrella. Interesting. I do not remember. I kind of vaguely remember seeing Darth Maul, but I don't remember the details after that.
I wish you could like do a search in chat. Like, yeah, I see it way back here. Okay. Oh, that's the front. Never mind. Okay. Oops. It automatically scrolled up.
I see that Mama Saucy mode in there.
I was gonna say, yeah, the thing we were talking about went live.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Mama Sauce, folks. You don't even know. You don't even know. If only we knew.
Yeah, right. Eli, you'll like that one if you go and chat on Kevin's twitch.tv page, twitch.tv/MrHinkleDraws. There's some new emotes over there.
There are.
So right now you're at 3 emotes, 1 for tier 1, 2, and 3, and then as you get more subscribers, you'll get more emote slots unlocked, right?
Yes. Yep. Okay. I mean, that's what Twitch tells me.
Right. So, that's what I'll tell you too. So if any of you out there have Amazon Prime and you want to get access to the emotes, you can go to Kevin's Twitch page and subscribe for absolutely free and get access to the emotes over on Twitch. And you're supporting Kevin, and it doesn't cost you any money. So you can just do that just to be nice.
That's the best. I think that's one of the best like features of it. It really bothers me, and I know it's on purpose that they don't remind you that your subscription ends because they don't want you to give that free money away.
Well, the only way that they remind you is like when I'm watching somebody else's stream, it'll say like continue sub and it says expires in 2 days or whatever, but there's no push notification. There's no anything like that.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. It's kind of like, ugh, could you tell me? Could you please let me know?
Right.
Be very helpful. Jordan Sneed. We got Jordan over in the YouTube chat. I see my guy Norville up there. We did have a Shaggy request, Jordan. Well, it was Shaggy and Scooby, but I opted for just Shaggy.
And Brickhead Family says the new PS5 controller looks like an Xbox reject controller. Well, they look very similar. It's getting to that point. You know, they all kind of look the same, but that's the most ergonomic design for a controller. I think all the companies have gone to their own point by now. But, you know, have you seen it, Kevin? Or do you care?
I have seen it. But, I mean, I don't necessarily care because I only play Nintendo consoles. But I've seen it. I've seen it making the rounds.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking the same thing, though, about how controllers in general, like, I feel like they've kind of pretty much perfected how they want it to be. Like they in general. And there's not a heck of a lot. I mean, you can be innovative and do different things, but a controller is still going to be a controller. And you're going to keep reverting back. I mean, if you look at some of these, like if you take it back to Nintendo and you look at some of these weirder, like, you know, the Wii nunchuck and the stuff like that and the Joy-Cons, there's always like a quote unquote regular controller option. It's just like, otherwise they wouldn't even bother selling that. But it's like they still have those things on there because they know that they do work and a lot of people prefer them and are just nicer.
Yeah, I would not be using, you know, the Pro Controller is the preferred controller. Joy-Con, I almost never, ever. Like, no.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm gonna do 3 Ewoks on this. That's my thing. Let's see. I'm trying to find
Insomniac saying the N64 controller was wild. Yeah, that was a little interesting controller.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And then after you got used to it, though, you're like, oh, where was this in my whole life?
Yeah, right.
It's like, where was this controller? Why did I think this was weird? I thought the same thing for the Wii, you know, the original Wii controller and the nunchuck. I'm like, this is bizarre. I'm like, where's this been my whole life?
Yeah. Hawkeye Lego Man is in the chat as well as Adakin. Hello.
Hello, Adakin.
I love playing Pokemon Let's Go, but you're forced with a single Joy-Con to play. It's awful. Yeah. The thing is, it's good to have the innovative control, you know, motion control, rumble, all that. But like, as long as there is an option to do the traditional, then I don't think people mind. That game specifically didn't have it. Like, you could not do it unless you were in handheld mode with the whole console, which is like, you know.
See you later, Reed. Reed's back to work. Hope Castle. Eli says, Kevin, I love your channel points. Or I love channel points. Nice.
Do you know what channel points are, Kevin?
I kind of vaguely. I think I know. It's a little thing on the bottom that shows up, right? And it's like, click this button and the little treasure chest shakes or whatever.
Yep. So every time you're watching a live stream, you accumulate more points in which you can redeem on the various channels. Every channel has their own currency. And I can highlight my message for 100 channel points or modify a single emote so I can put like glasses on top of your glasses or put it in grayscale or do whatever. So little additional rewards for people who watch over on Twitch.
So tell me that your currency is called Brixo Bucks.
No, they're called Meow Coins. Because my phrase is to meow it out. And in Animal Crossing, they have Meow Bucks, which is called it's an abbreviation for the Mutual Exchange of Wealth. So I'm like, that's really good. I want to interpret that. So I said Meow Coins.
See you later. Blockhead UK is out. See you later. I mean, I was kind of hoping for Brixo Bucks, but that's fine.
I mean, it might change. Who knows? You know, I have some rewards that are like, oh, for 2,000 of them or whatever, you can have me hit the dab. Or, you know, for the rest of the stream, I wear sunglasses or something like that.
Oh, Nick has those things.
Yep.
Where like you have to wear stuff on his, like he wears things, and
I have enough points in his stream that I could get his puppy downstairs. So
Pupper.
Yep.
Rocket. That's his name. That's when you know you've watched somebody enough times. You start knowing the name of their pets and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I've watched a lot of your content.
That will happen.
That's also like I was telling you, Brian, that like I've seen enough of your stuff that I know what you're going to say before you say it. I'm like, oh, here he goes. I'm going to say this. There it is.
You know what? I would hope that a lot of the people watching me would know too, so they wouldn't ask those questions, but they still do.
They're not there yet.
They watch me more than they watch or than you watch me, so it's like, all right. Sure.
That's true. Like I watch very, very, very few of your like video playthroughs.
Yeah.
Just because that kind of content is not necessarily as interesting to me.
Yeah, sure.
With the exception of watching you do those Zelda Breath of the Wild trials because you were so mad, and that is what makes me so entertained, is watching like a rage Brian. But even then, I'm like, yeah, I know the answer to that. Like,
yeah, right.
The answer to that. It's like, what are you guys doing? You're not doing it right.
Well, yeah, but we also talk off, not just on streams and stuff too. That might help, but
I guess that's a fair point. A fair point, indeed.
Hawkeye Lego Man has to go. Have a good day.
See you later, Hawkeye. I think I'm going to do the legs again that I had. That first one.
Since Ken's Instagram has more puppy photos than Lego photos, his followers know the names of his dogs, and it's no surprise to him.
That's awesome.
I wish I had a dog.
Well, I mean, you can solve that problem pretty easily.
I
mean, I don't know about now, but
yeah, bro, yeah, eventually, yeah,
eventually you could solve this problem.
Because how old are your dogs?
Old. One of them is
years old or old like human old?
Both old. Like I think one of them we were calculating in like human year or dog years. Like one's 100 and something.
Wow.
They're old. Like the white hair, they have white hair, which they did not have when we first got them, of course. They both have white hair now. The female dog has no teeth anymore because they've just fallen out, or and that's what happens in Chihuahuas. Their teeth get really bad. That's what happens. Their teeth get really bad and they get overweight. Like it's a very, very common Chihuahua thing. And so she's overweight. She's not a roly-poly, but she's overweight.
Yeah.
He's starting to get overweight. They're old. And of course, everyone's like, oh, what is going to be the next dogs? I'm like, no more dogs. No more dogs. Please stop. I think it just changes when you have kids and stuff. You're like, I don't need another thing. I need another thing that needs
another obligation to take care of.
Exactly. I don't need another one.
Galagade's requesting colors on this one. I don't know if you want to go into colors or go back, but
it's already 11. Wow. We'll see. We'll see where we're at later. We'll see where we're at.
I'll remind you to circle back because this one's pretty good. This is a cute one. This one has to make the Instagram post you inevitably make after the stream.
Oh yeah, that's the cut. That's the real cut.
Yeah.
It's not too often, but sometimes I just can't. There's more that I like than I can fit on the thing, but that doesn't happen very often. Most of the time, it's like, no, these are the good ones, and these are the ones that are like, all right.
But then again, if you have like amazing suggestions, and there you go, you got more to choose from.
So there's the Ewok totem pole. I kind of think I wanted them to be a little bit more squished than they ended up being, but there they are.
Looks good to me.
Thank you. Look at Shaggy's like. Shaggy should be looking like that at the taco.
Yeah.
Stud Cities, their teeth get back, they get overweight, and okay, Connecticut taken away by Hawks. Oh yeah, yeah. I will admit it is so weird sometimes when I'm walking to the post office and I just hear like, and I look up and there's a giant hawk flying in. I'm like, wow. All right. What else we got? What do we got in the chat, folks? Let's see. Galagate, can we have an Easter bunny, please? Kevin, any kind, delivering chocolate eggs for the kids. Sure. Let's do some wholesome Easter bunny action.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go evil with it. I was gonna.
Okay. No, let's do an evil Easter bunny. That's terrible.
Have you seen any of the memes of Animal Crossing and the Easter Bunny?
I've seen some. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know the context. I'm like, that's a weird looking bunny. But okay.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's the whole thing. So the gist of the bunny is that, you know, all the animals in Animal Crossing are actual animals, and so are, you know, the humans and whatnot, or they're humans. But the Easter Bunny, Zipper T Bunny, has a little zipper in the back of the character. So he is rumored to be one of the only non-animal like things in the game.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that's why people are like, what? Like,
so like we're just gonna be waiting for the game theory video on who really is this bunny.
Right.
Ken says 2 more days until Easter. Yes, 2 more days until coffee again. I am ready. So ready. So ready. I can't even begin to tell you.
Yeah, think about Easter. I'm like, that's a thing.
Yeah, there. You know, believe it or not, the calendar keeps going, and it's just astonishing. I mean, it really is just astonishing.
Totally.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like it because of everything going on. But like I don't know, for me, my days are gone in an instant. I don't know if like that's totally opposite of everyone else and your days are just dragging along. But for me, I seriously feel like I wake up and then I'm going to sleep. I'm like, wow, man, where did the day go? I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of goes. I mean, I've been doing enough stuff personally that like I can kind of measure the days, but
yeah, you keep yourself busy.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, as you get older, your perception of time changes and that whole thing. So I feel it a little bit, but you know,
are you just calling me old again?
Yeah. No, but that is a true thing. Like, you know, when you're a kid, your days seem like forever because you have nothing to do, and B, you know, 24 hours is a larger chunk of your life than it is when you're older. So
I have so much to do all the time. So much to do.
You ever thought about just not doing it?
I mean, I have.
You should, you know, just like whatever. You know,
then, you know, people don't eat. And
I mean, let them bend. Well, you live in Connecticut. There's people that hunt squirrels all the time. Just let them
go hunt those hawks that we talked about.
Your son will be like the kid from Jungle Book, just swinging from the trees.
That's great. You know, I mean, maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe
instead of the like hot air balloons and up, he just has a bunch of hawks that fly him around all throughout Connecticut as he hunts for more food. You know, it's fine.
He'll be a local legend,
right? They won't believe it, but they have to.
So I am looking at a reference photo of a cartoon bunny, and I'm almost more precisely copying it than I intended to. But
hey, it looks good to me.
I'll take it. What a great original idea you had. It's like, well, thanks.
Building with Steve is like, do you know anything about Connecticut? Yeah, there's trees, there's hawks. You just attach ropes to the hawk.
I don't know anything about it.
No, not at all.
Steve's local though. He knows. He's a native. Oh. He's a native.
A native to Connecticut?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rob Insomniac, Nesquik bunny. I'm getting that kind of vibe. The head's a little big, but
it's not. The picture I'm looking at is not the Nesquik bunny, but I can see that. Yeah. It's not.
Isn't that one of the rarest Lego minifigure heads? Is the Easter bunny?
It's one of the most ridiculous because it's got like it's got the
eyes.
The eyes are printed on the minifig head.
Amazing.
And then it's got empty holes on the molded bunny head element so that the eyes peek through. What's going on, Brick Vibe? And it's very disturbing.
It's amazing.
But it's also like super derpy and hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he does have eyebrows. All right, fine.
I feel like that makes it. Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right.
Kevin, how do you feel about white chocolate?
That's all right. I don't go out of my way to get it.
Because I've told people a couple of times that I love white chocolate, and they're like, oh, that's the dumbest thing I've heard in my life.
I don't think it's dumb. I think that's weird. I Yeah, I don't really go out of my way to eat it or acquire it, but if it is presented to me, it will be consumed. It's probably the most honest answer I could give.
Now, what brand of chocolate?
Oh, I'm not really loyal to any brand of chocolate. If it's chocolate, it will be consumed.
I'm a Lindt kind of guy. I don't think that. No, that's definitely not Bugs Bunny near Family Tree. This is a Chunky Bunny or Chunky Bugs.
If, it's not like, I mean, it really is like a generic clip art photo that I'm looking at.
Or like Bugs Bunny's cousin Vinny or something. Vinny Bunny.
Did you know that Speedy Gonzalez? You know who Speedy Gonzalez is?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just got to make sure.
Oh yeah, I'm not that old. I'm cultured.
Speedy Gonzalez has a cousin named Slowpoke Rodriguez.
That's amazing.
Did you know that? That's real. That's canon. It's canon. He's been in episodes. And not only episodes of the old Looney Tunes, but the newer style as well.
Nice.
I think that's just fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, Studsidious Dove or Lindt chocolate. I can't really get behind Godiva, but chocolate is chocolate.
That's there you go.
Except for like the really awful branded chocolate. And then you can tell you're like, oh, this isn't ideal.
Like I wouldn't recommend like Walmart brand chocolate, but
no.
it's like
no.
Chocolate is.
And see, Brickhead Family Cadbury is good when you combine it with the caramel. That's when it really hits its stride right there. But I agree. Cadbury is still fantastic.
For me, chocolate and peanut butter.
I fall. So Reese's I'm down for, but the ratio of peanut butter to chocolate, it's a delicate balance, man.
It is. You know what's the best one?
What?
The egg.
Yes, I told you. Yes.
The egg is the best one.
Because it fits the best in the area of your mouth. It's perfectly round.
Hey, watch yourself, Nick. Watch yourself, Nick. It is the best. The egg is the best one. Like I'm a huge Reese's fan. I have like the Reese's orange mug that you just coffee mug because I bought it from the Hershey store in New York City. So I've tried like obviously the regular ones, the big cup, the one with the Reese's pieces in it. Ooh. I've tried the Christmas tree, the pumpkin, like all the ones they do for specialty.
Right.
And the egg, the Easter time egg is the best one.
I had a friend of mine have the audacity to tell me that the Christmas tree was the best. I'm like, listen, you're skinny and you don't eat junk food. You don't understand the dynamic of the Reese's in general. No. It's too not that it's sharp, but it's too jagged. Reese's need to be round.
You want to know what's another moment of Bricks O'Brien branding that has stuck with me? Is I mean, I try so hard to eat right all the time and all that kind of stuff. But when I have those moments where I'm like at the store and I see like a bag of M&Ms, I think of you going, "Hey, you eat that ice cream. Okay, you deserve it." Like you just take a load off. And I always like you pop like you're a shoulder angel and you pop it. I'm like, Brian says I can have this.
Listen, there's a lot of stuff going on, and you know what? If it's gonna make you happy for at least that day, or that you treated yourself for that moment, like, come on.
I'm like, Brian says I can eat it.
If you're gonna think about it afterward, like, man, I really want that bag of M&Ms. Like, just eat the bag of M&Ms.
Right.
Like, don't do it every day. Don't be me, but treat yourself.
Yep, Bricks O'Brien branding.
That's just life. I don't think that's a branding thing for me, at least. It's just, just makes you happy.
Miss Neverland says frozen Reese's, and
I never had them.
Cookie says once you find yourself eating Wegmans brand candy, you're on the dark side of your life.
Hey, Wegmans brand, don't knock it. The rotisserie chicken soup is some of the best soup I've ever had in my life. Good stuff.
I've never even seen a Wegmans in my life.
Kevin, once the world stops ending and your kids are back in school, well, I'll come down there. You come up here.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
I'll show you around.
Oh, absolutely.
Wegmans or Publix? I've only been to one Publix, I think. Wegmans is near and dear to my heart, so I'm going to go with Wegmans Cafe.
I kind of in my head am picturing it like a Wawa for those in the Pennsylvania area, kind of like this super gas station with food and stuff like that. Is that far off or no?
Yeah. So it's a grocery store with the self-serve food area, and there's a liquor store attached. So it's a whole, like, it's a trifecta.
Wait, did you say liquor store attached? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. I was like, did you say liquor? Yeah.
Yeah. So they have, like, wine, spirits, beer, craft beer. You can select your own, which ones you want in like a 6-pack or something like that.
I gotcha.
But yeah, in Publix, I think I went when I was in Brick Fair, Virginia. No, it was which one was it? Philly? I think Philly, yeah. And they make the sub right there. It's the same idea, but it's on a bigger scale, and they make the pizzas there, like, not like frozen, but like actually tossing the dough and stuff. Like, it's a whole big thing.
Gotcha. Hey, what's going on, Shy Time? We got Shy Time is my time in the YouTube chat.
And Trap Jaw's here. Hello.
And Trap Jaw. Hello, Trap Jaw. So now I need to draw that. Oh, I forgot to put the hand on there. Like, whoops. Whoopsies.
For some reason, every bunny impression I did in Animal Crossing, the bunny sometimes sounds like this, like he's hiding the eggs everywhere. He looks like he has that voice,
I mean, he's got a big tooth.
Right. So it's a little bit of this armless bunny. I mean, I think that's what an armless bunny would sound like. I don't have arms.
I have a zipper on my back. Don't talk about it. I have
a zipper. Don't worry, everybody.
That's great. That's the Candy King. That is the guy from Wreck-It Ralph. 100%.
Oh yeah, yeah. 100%. All these voices in my head, which sounds very odd, but like all these references that are there, like they're all from somewhere, inspired by somewhere.
That was actually really good, though. You need to do some more Candy King.
I do want to do a voice actor reel, which you shouldn't do accents and voices on, but I gotta, yeah.
So bunnies have whiskers, don't they?
Yes, very much so.
This reference does not have any whiskers on this.
I feel like the Easter bunny typically doesn't.
Let's see what it looks like. I can hit the old undo. Should those stay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Should they? I'm kind of thinking I liked it without.
You're the artist, man. I just work here.
Eli says, I'm practicing card magic and math.
I want you to roll up to PAX East 2021 in a magician's outfit and just like whipping the cards around the convention hall.
What does Stud City say? People in Pennsylvania eat scrapple, which is purple meatloaf made from scraps.
Do you like dye it purple, or do you like let it ferment in the sun till it turns purple?
I think I'm going to go without the whiskers, I think. It might also be because I'm looking at the reference and it doesn't have it. So now I'm like, I don't want to add it. My perception has been altered. I'm going to just thicken up the outline a little bit.
Brick Somniac's like, he needs some syrup.
The bunny?
It's a reference to when we were on the Doodle stream with the...
salacious. He was salacious, wasn't he?
Salacious.
It seemed like a great idea in my head.
Until it wasn't.
Until it was. And hey, if you don't say it, someone else is going to say it. And I'm like, nah, I really like that somebody clipped it, though. I don't remember who clipped it. Somebody clipped it, and it was on made the rounds. I'm like, thank you. You did a service, sir.
The last thing you want is that on the front of your Instagram, and someone sees it like, what?
I mean, I was tagged, and I was like, that's good. But I was like, that's just great. That is just great. All right, there's our let me back up because I don't think you guys can see the whole bunny.
Good job.
There's Easter bunny.
It looks very healthy.
Yeah. I mean, hey, yeah. Let me just before I finish this on the bottom of the foot a little bit. There we go. Okay. Do I want to? I did this before and I kind of didn't like it. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks good. A little shadow.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
What's the just the perfectionist in me? The stray line that's behind his head.
Oh, an accident.
Oh, okay.
That was when I was doing the head shape, and it just it was just there. There we go. All right, there's our Easter bunny. Very good suggestion. Very timely. I was saying to somebody else that I like going back and looking at all the doodles because it's almost like a mini time capsule of what's happening in the world that day or that week. Because you can see different holidays and stuff coming up, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got, folks? I'm ready for another one. What do you got in the chat there? Throw your ideas. Ken, I totally heard Candy King when he did that. Yeah, that was Candy King voice. Totally. He's going turbo.
And building with Steve, as you maybe find a suggestion, Kevin, the Christmas tree is the same as the egg. It's literally the egg repackaged. It's literally not. It is a little different.
But one is an egg and one is a tree. They're totally different.
Sometimes they morph into like the same sort of thing, but there is a difference.
All right, we're gonna do. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Since JB feels he's been neglected, we're gonna give JB his Darth Maul. Oh,
yeah, McCloudy's not drawing Halo.
I'm sorry. I clicked on it and then the chat moved and then it put it up. I was like, no, that's not what I said.
No, not right now. But thank you for hello, and
oh boy,
Anthony talks about Halo constantly, so he can stay.
He's got his passion.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a Darth Maul reference pick up here, and I want to say this one, ironically. This one will probably be the first color one. It's done. Black, red, done. Moving on. It's like last week. Did you see last week's, Brian? Last week's stream?
Maybe.
Questionable.
I'm being honest. Hey.
It was funny because we got to the color part and like every single one was white. It was like white and another white and another white. But luckily, Ken brought us from the whiteness and gave me a nice colorful suggestion. I was desperate when we got to the end. I was like, somebody needs to give me something with color in it. I can't.
Stormtrooper?
Right. It's all just white, more white things. I just want all white figures. All right. I'm just going to start with the head. I might only do the head. We'll see.
I feel like the Darth Maul, it's mostly in the head what people remember. Is that in the double-bladed lightsaber?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And McLeod, yes, he is on Twitch. It's only Cookie Gamer over there right now, and maybe Eli. But yeah,
Twitch is quiet today.
Yes,
usually how it is.
Yeah,
but don't worry, it'll get popping when I get better over in the Twitchverse. That's for sure.
Those emotes will help. Trust me.
All the things. I did it a couple weeks ago, but I had finally gone on to my Twitch page and even just finished the stuff on the bottom. Like I didn't have any of the about me anything. It was just. Yeah. And I've since corrected that error. But you get what you put in. You get out what you put into it. So it's like you gotta take some time, and I get that. All right. I am so tempted to cheat and be like copy paste that here, but all right, that's fine. Copy. No, I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. If you guys weren't watching, I would have totally done it. All right. I want you guys to know. I just want to be honest with you. I would have totally done it.
JB says the head is fine if you make the flower hat and sun umbrella, though.
All right, we'll see.
JB's like, you haven't done my suggestion for 17 weeks. All right, I'll do it today. We'll see.
We'll see about that.
I don't know. We'll see.
That is not centered. That's for sure.
Let's see. Taco Man was supposed to be in color. Well, I mean, with that logic, all of them should be in color.
Well, hey, no, only I decide what's supposed to be.
I know, right? Yeah.
It's the normal flow of the stream is the first half, the first hour and a half is black and white, and the second hour and a half is color. That's this flow. That's how I like to do it. Every now and then, not very often actually, I will go back and color one because I think it could use it. Could be nice.
Yeah.
But that's not a precedent. That is not a precedent. That is just something I have done. And I like to keep it that way. I think it works well that way.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like it's still like the warm-up phase,
Totally.
It's like gotta get warmed up.
Apparently the new Darth Maul minifig has his robe from the Solo movie. I did not even get a good look at Maul from Solo. So I
mean, that was kind of cool, and also kind of like, what?
Yeah. That feeds into like why I'm just like about Star Wars in general. It's like, well, why did that need to happen right then? You know, like
yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's interesting.
It's interesting, is what it is. That's what is interesting.
Gator Bricks is here. Hello.
What's going on, Gator Bricks? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think this one definitely will. I put some color on this because that way I can do the instead of making it black, though, it'll be like dark gray for the for like the face tattoos and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Ken is suggesting that suggesting I need to sleep. You should clean up and color the Ewok totem pole and make it a bookmark on your Etsy store. That's a free idea.
Do you think bookmarks would bookmarks be a thing that people would buy?
I think stickers are more common occurrence for people to list, but I mean, if you like, how much would you sell them for too? You know, how much would people be willing to pay for a bookmark, and would you laminate it?
Yeah, I mean, I try the stuff I make. I try to have it be really good quality.
Oh yeah,
which obviously means it gets more expensive. It would be really easy for me to just order, 5,000 stickers from some China manufacturer.
Yeah, right.
15 cents each. But Sticker Mule has really, really good quality. And people have actually said that. They're like, I got your stickers and I was not expecting them to be this high of quality. Like, well, I'm gonna get stuff that I would use.
Totally.
But yeah, I mean, I'm down for trying anything if people will buy it. I mean, that's the thing. Right. If it's worth it, if it earns income, I'm down. I'm down to experiment, try it out. I'm also more than willing to be patient with it because I know sometimes, like my first wave of stickers did horrible, but they're doing a little bit better now that there's more options. But
yeah, I mean, as you expand your portfolio and you're going to go to shows, like people are going to buy more frequently when they see a bunch of stuff in the same style. And I mean, you know how it is.
I know how it is.
Especially.
I know how it is.
Stickers aren't usually sketch art. He cleans it up and uses different process. Yeah, like
that is true. It's different process.
What I've seen from you though, it's usually like, all right, if you do it on a Doodle stream, it's just for the Doodle stream. Rarely has it like crossed over to being a product. Am I right?
That's true. Yeah. There's been not to say that doesn't happen. But so far I don't think anything has crossed. The closest I've gotten to was when I was contemplating making the 2019 collage of all of the doodles, a print. Like I was very tempted and I made that collage and I posted online. I even said, hey, anybody, if you guys would actually buy this collage of all the doodles from 2019, I would totally make this a print. But really nobody, nobody said it. Like, I don't think I got a single person that was like, I'd buy it. I don't think there was a single one. So that's fine.
Yeah, I think part of the problem with that would be because it's so many different things. If it were more like if you put maybe all the video game ones on one, it's a video game themed, and you blew it up a little bit.
Yeah,
that might be different. But then you're talking, 5 different prints of 5 different themes and colors and blah blah blah. So I get you.
JB is sighing. Are you sighing because there's no hat? JB, is that the thing?
The shade.
I feel like, how are you gonna know? I mean, I guess you're gonna know. If it's Darth Maul with the face tattoos on it.
Yeah, I mean that's the face tattoo and the horns. That's it. If Darth Maul has it's a normal human physique, otherwise
humanoid. Yeah. In the Star Trek verse, they would say. I mean, this is not Star Trek. It's a humanoid.
Ken's got to head out. Have a good afternoon/weekend, Ken.
See you later, Ken. Thanks for stopping by for a little bit. Appreciate it.
And just so you know, Ken, I'm not playing Animal Crossing anymore. I'm sitting in my chair looking at the chat. So
anymore.
I did my chores for the day. I made my bells. I built a new bridge. I'm done.
I would have totally not thought you played it at all today until you said that. I'm not playing it anymore. There he
That's
is.
how good I am. Zing. No.
There he is. All right, let's hold on. Let's see. What was it? Sun hat, right? Sun hat.
So basically, it cover up all the horns. So.
Yeah, or wait, flower hat. Flower hat. What is a? I'm gonna look up flower hat.
You just put a flower with a hat on it. A hat with a flower on it. Wow, I gotta go to bed.
Is it kind of like all right. Let me, JB, are you thinking like, let me do this real quick.
I'm thinking like a top hat with a sunflower in the middle.
And this is like, whatever, like a straw hat or whatever.
Literally just take that and blow it up. And
is this what you were thinking? Yeah, I just like scale and done. Scale and done. Is that when you say flower hat? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, he said. Yeah.
Okay, because you know what else? What's funny is I also, when I Googled it, it came up pictures of like this is somebody's face, and there's a flower hat, like their face is the flower.
Nice.
You know? Okay. All right.
And yeah, Galligate, I'm doing a great job. Okay, fantastic job.
Scale.
Just scale it up. JB's like, why? Come on.
No. Yeah, it's
You're
funny.
totally good though. Come on.
It's funny. It's funny. All right.
We'll make it super small. It's like a little mini top hat on top.
All right. Let me get a picture. The horns are gone. So, oh wait, what happened? Don't do that. Should it? I mean, kind of. All right.
Maul is all ready for the Easter egg hunt. There you go, Gator.
It is. Soon we will reveal ourselves to the bunny.
The bunny will know. A Kentucky Derby bonnet. Ooh, that'd be good.
It's got to be giant. It's a little Cad Bane-ish, a little.
Yeah, a little bit. And I know who that character is.
And I was gonna say, I mean, you either pretended or you were like, you were.
I know he's blue. He's got red eyes. I don't know what he does, but he's there.
I thought Cad Bane was a pretty cool character in the.
He was in Star Wars something or another, not in the movies.
Clone Wars. It was Clone Wars.
It was in that wave of like Lego sets where it's like, all right, this is a character focus now. Cool.
You started real strong, and then it was like, that's cool. He's in a thing. Let's see. If you make a flower hat, you won't have to draw the horns, and then I did it anyway.
Listen, JB, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. It's all right.
Eggs, Easter.
It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just happy that now you can take comfort in that your suggestion was drawn. And
that will be the last suggestion from JB until mid-July, another 5 weeks from now. Thank you so much, JB Bricks Fanatic. Thank you.
I'll say I admit I appreciate people's persistence, and I don't mean persistence in a negative way, but like I remember seeing the Ewok totem pole suggestion a couple times. And Taco Man eating Taco Man. That one was also made. I don't mind that people bring it up again in another stream. Like, I think that's fine. I'm happy that they watch enough streams that they can do that.
Yeah, right.
So there's something to persistence and putting that back in. It's all good. I appreciate it. That flower is kind of weak, but all right.
That's fine. Darth Maul, he's intimidating as it is.
We haven't seen a Joey sighting yet today either.
Joey wasn't there for my stream. He wasn't there on the Beyond the Brick stream. Where's Joey? Yeah.
I was kind of hoping he would, because he posted a thing last night. It was kind of troubling.
Yeah. But I want to give Joey some love, man.
I was hoping. I mean, there's still time. It's only 11:30.
Yeah. did a live stream on Wednesday, and I'm like, oh, someone go summon Joey. I want him here. And then
go summon Joey.
I said, get Joey and Kevin in here. Let's get the whole family. Let's go.
When I guess that didn't work because I was not summoned.
No, I just put it into the ether because there was a lot of support for the stream, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be here for a while, and I made a pixelated star looking lake in Animal Crossing.
Oh,
and
okay.
It was tough. It was really it was tough. I could use an artist opinion there, but it's all good.
All right, I think I'm good for the drawing on this, and I'm gonna put colors on it. We're like 2 minutes away.
There we go.
I want it to turn it though.
And it's like when you're fighting some Jedi, but you have to go to the Easter egg hunt at noon.
Totally, 100. Oh, don't do that. Totally, 100%. Let's see if I want to move this before I color it, because that's when we start locking in where things are.
Bama Brick says Joey might be still eating his pancakes. You're not wrong.
He might be. I mean, he might. He might.
Imagine him eating like a steak dinner.
No. All right. Let's get. Yeah.
It's definitely not noticeably mall without the color. Like the tattoos do it. It just looks like a very angry like
gardener.
Yeah, right. You pick my black roses one more time.
I swear, if you step on my petunias one more time.
If you step on my pansies one more time, I'm gonna stab you. What? What?
You will be in the third installment.
Oh man, that's the finale to the trilogy right there.
It really is. It really is. Should his robes be black, or should we change that color up, JB?
Let's go like pastel. Nice pastel color.
I think a pastel would make sense. What do you think? This is JB's idea. We want to make sure he feels included.
Right. He weeds with a lightsaber. There you go, Gator.
So, Steve,
oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. Steve, if I'm not mistaken, this is your first Doodle stream. I'd be curious to know what you think, and you can be honest. I will not be offended. Like, that was horrible.
Hey, the people get what they get, and they should like it, you know? Because your time is very valuable, Kevin. You got a lot of things you could do, a lot of people you could talk to, and you decide to spend your Friday afternoon / morning with us.
Right. And it's only one day. I mean, look how many people yourself included, how many people stream all the time? Like, 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week.
I did a live stream in some capacity every single weekday this week. Sometimes 2 in a day. I did 2 on Tuesday. I'm going to do 2 today.
Steve is happy. All right. Very good. I mean, I did notice that you were doing Lego video games yesterday, right?
Yes.
On Beyond the Bricks channel.
Yeah. And
did it take you back?
What?
Did it take you back?
It took me somewhere.
I felt like watching it. I'm like, this is Brian's beginnings.
Yeah.
Like on somebody else, like someone else's channel, making a name for yourself.
Yeah, right. But no, there were a lot of people from my audience there, and they're like the viewership held. I was very surprised because usually when you start a live stream, especially because they don't live stream super often, it'll hit a peak and then slowly trickle down as time goes on. But it was pretty consistent the whole way through. I'm like, oh, people don't hate me. Sweet, cool.
People don't hate me. You didn't finish the game, did you?
Oh, no. I just did the prequels, and then next week I'll probably do the original trilogy, and then who knows after that. So
yeah,
it's also the nostalgia of the complete saga, and it's not voice acted. It's just a that sort of.
I really liked it when in the original trilogy in that game when they have to say, "Luke, I'm your father," and they have nothing, like they can't talk, so he just shows like family portraits.
Right.
It's pretty good.
I think that was when it was most creative. I really didn't like when they were taking it was very apparent in Jurassic World when they did like Jurassic Park 2 and 3, and they would take the voice clips from the movies and you could hear the static, like the film aspect of it in this like super high def CGI Lego scene. It's like, oh, this is
I know what you mean exactly. What was that? Wasn't Hobbit the first or Lord of the Rings? One of those was the first to have.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember playing a little bit of The Hobbit and I was like, I don't need to do this. And then I realized they didn't do the third movie. And I'm like, oh, I really don't need to do this now. Okay.
I don't need to do this.
No.
I used to play all those games. Like,
yeah, I did too.
And then what was it? It was it was the same thing. It was the same thing every time. And I get that there was like incremental changes. And I was like, okay, that's a thing now.
Yeah, but not really.
But I'm like,
Well, that's why I love Dimensions so much, was at least, you know, if it had voice acting, it had so many different properties that you would never see in Lego otherwise, you know?
Yeah.
And apparently Lego Batman 2 was the first voice acted, but in terms of like taking from the origin of the media, I think it was Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. Like it took it from the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No, I got you. Yeah, definitely the Batman game, they brought people in and like.
Yeah, right. And, you know, like Lego Marvel Superheroes was good. It was voice acted, and that had Fantastic Four, and it had, you know, all the X-Men like that. But then Lego Marvel 2 did not. And it's like, all right, well, you know, very, very odd decisions. And yeah, so Dimensions is my favorite of all time because of what it is. Yeah.
I did. So Dimensions is one of those games that I had no delusions of grandeur that I was going to have time to play it. Yeah. I was like, nope, not going to happen. I just don't have the time. But I really, really wanted to like experience the game. So that's one of those ones where I was watching the Let's Plays from other people when I was like, you know, in situations where I couldn't do anything. I'd be like, you know, like I'm walking on the treadmill. I'm like, all right, let's watch this. So I watched the whole game, I guess, before they did any expansions through Let's Plays. And that's the time when I watch Let's Plays, is when I am pretty confident I'm never going to play the game.
Right.
I'm like, all right. And I have a genuine interest in the game. The most notable example is all of the Arkham games.
Yes.
Because I'm a huge Batman fan, and I was so incredibly distraught when the Arkham Asylum game came out. It was not for a Nintendo system. Yeah. And I was like, I don't have any other system. And so I watched full Let's Plays of that entire game, which was kind of awesome. I felt like I played it. It's like, well, I played that game. And then I did it again for Arkham City, and I did it again for Arkham City Origins, I think. And then, of course, then they released the original for the Wii U, I think. The Armored Up Edition. I was like, nah, I already played this game now.
Yeah, right. And like that falls into the camp of the video games that like you play them for the story and the gameplay is almost secondary, even though it's a video game.
Yeah.
Like there's some generally good stories out of all those games, but that's why I never played like The Last of Us, because it's a movie and the gameplay is, I don't really care. So that's why I haven't. Yeah.
That's Walking Dead, isn't it? Or no?
No, that Last of Us is a PlayStation exclusive first party title.
Oh,
basically Walking Dead, kind of, yeah.
I always thought it was like a part of the Walking Dead franchise.
No.
That's surprising. Okay.
But done by the same people that originally made Crash Bandicoot, Naughty Dog Studio. Fun fact.
Crash Bandicoot.
Was Lego Marvel 2 good? I've been asking you that, O'Brien, on several streams. Haha, is it? Oh, sorry, I missed it. Yeah. So if you asked me on the Beyond the Brick stream, that chat was, man, all the spam. Oh my. Because kids will just come in and be like, can you subscribe or can you follow me on Twitter? It's like, no, stop.
There was a lot of that.
Mamma mia. And then it's going to be in slow-mo next time. But Vision Bricks was doing a stellar job, like, you know, shooting them out of the sky as they were popping up like ducks out of the water. So that was good.
I noticed that when I was watching, not that one, but when they did, when they had, it was the one with you and David Hall.
Yeah.
The chat was just like, blitzing it, and every other one was like sub to me, sub to me, sub to everyone. Check out my channel, check out my channel, sub to me, sub to me. I was like, oh my goodness,
yeah,
kiddo.
I tried my best, but yeah, it's all gonna be in slow mode. You have to. And then so Lego Marvel 2, the issue with Lego Marvel 2 is you have all these crazy characters, Spider-Man 2099, Fing Fang Foom, and whatever, Spider-Gwen, no Fantastic Four, no X-Men. What I get it, but come on. Like, you got to have the key character. You can't go incredibly obscure with the characters without having key characters there. It just can't happen. Like, so with that, and the story's crazy, but I don't know. It was not my favorite. Lego Marvel 1, I 100%ed on Wii U. So, are you gonna do the hat, or is this good?
Oh, no, I'm gonna. Oh, I'll do. Oh, cool. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Looks like you need a new mod, Brian. Well, that was actually over on the Beyond the Brick stream. On my streams, like Aunt McLeod is a moderator, Eli is a moderator. Oh, they're good. No, they take care of stuff. I take care of stuff. It's a no-nonsense policy on my turf. On their turf, it's a bit different because they don't know how to do the live streaming stuff to the extent that I do.
It's a new frontier for them.
Yeah.
Really, their only experience is once a year. It's like, right. Can you imagine if, like, for you, if you, hey, Miss Brick Kitten, we got Tanya in the chat. If you streamed one time a year,
yeah,
it's like, and what is this? How does this work?
What I've said before, yeah, because Stud City says it was on my stream. So the chat on my stream, because I stream to YouTube and Facebook and all that, and I see it all in one feed. I've seen people have 5 times the viewership that I do, and a fourth of as many people talking. Like, the people in my chat absolutely pop off all the time. So I miss stuff. Like, because everyone loves to talk, and I'm like, all right, I can't pay attention to I gotta entertain you, right?
I find it funny when I'm in your YouTube chat, because the slow mode's always on now, and there's so many mods, but it's just like, right. Because it also, if slow mode's on, then the people that are spamming can't say anything.
Right.
And so it does filter naturally the conversation where it is almost all mods talking. It's
right.
Like, oh, all right.
And I just made the mod so they can bypass slow mode. If I could do like a VIP thing on YouTube, I would, but yeah, no, not working like that.
That was funny when I set up my Nightbot on Twitch, and Canadian Papa Bear, my buddy over there on Twitch, was the first person in Twitch. When I turned it on, I said, hey, I just turned on Nightbot. Could you test it? Like, throw some bad words. And he put like all the bad words, and it just came right through because I forgot I had him listed as VIP.
Right.
Oh, never mind.
And that's why the Brickhead family didn't like the Lego Batman game, where it's basically Green Lantern, Lego, and all the crazy obscure characters. Exactly. 100% agree. And Hope Castle saying, you get subs based on your content and word of mouth. I only have 190 or so subscribers. I will grow when my content is good enough. And I entirely agree. The people that, and I've said this on your stream before, Kevin, like, the people that I notice that care about the subscriber count are usually the kids who use that as a number to validate how good or bad their channel is, and just focus on getting that number up without actually improving their content. So whenever somebody asks me, hey, how many subscribers you have? I'm like, I got a meatball sub the other day. I had one of them. I might get another one next week. Good stuff. Like, that's,
I told you when you did that interview with LJ, you opened my eyes.
Yeah.
You just said it in a way that I had not heard you say it like that before. And I was like, oh, I could help with this too. And that's when I switched it off, which is why mine switched off here on YouTube. And then I also switched the like and dislike thing off too. I was like, we don't need to see that.
Yeah, it's all numbers, and you know how good your stuff is, and you know what platform you want to grow first. And if you want to focus more energy on Twitch, then focus there. And then what does it matter to other people? Like, why are you going to compare your content and your channel that you're doing something different to somebody else? Like, if we all just stay in our own lane, that's our own best lane to be successful in whatever it is, then we'll grow.
Hey, what's going on, Ben Gatz? Got Ben Gatz in the YouTube chat.
Hello. So yeah, people need social validation. Pink wheels, I feel like that's a very, I was like that when I was younger, but I don't base any value on my subscriber count. I don't care.
When are we getting that baby Bricks O'Brien picture posted up? We need more of those.
Oh, like little yeah. From elementary school that one time.
That was so good.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, the sad thing was you were like, "Oh, this was taken in this year," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I think I was."
Yeah, right. Yeah,
mistaken, but okay.
Miss Brick Kitten recommending an Animal Crossing player yet. I haven't made a suggestion for this stream. I usually do, but I've held off because I'm like, I want to make sure other people get their shot. I would say Animal Crossing. We'll see.
Tanya, you can make a suggestion. Tanya, I don't think it's been in streams in the drawing stream very often, or it's been a while. But I'm just about to finish this up, guys. So throw in some more suggestions into the chat. I'm almost done with this, and then I'm going to move on to a new one.
And Stud City is saying it's always the quality of the people who follow your page rather than the amount of people that follow. If you have a small number of followers, but they have a blue check mark, it makes all the difference. And even the blue check mark, like, there's no barometer for getting that check mark. I don't know if all you know that out there. You don't need 10,000 subscribers to get, or followers to get that check mark. It literally is to verify that you're who you say you are, no matter what your news outlet or whatever is.
All right, JB, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied, JB?
Yeah, there you go.
Hello there. Over on Twitch, we've got Cowboy33. Hello there. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Let me hide that comment. There you go. That's JB Brick Fanatics suggestion, which was Darth Maul wearing needs earrings. Does he wear
Darth Maul typically has an earring, but if he's out in the garden gardening, he doesn't want to lose his jewelry.
I don't see an earring in this picture. I'm looking at the headshot, like the Maul headshot. He doesn't have an earring. I don't claim to be a Star Wars expert, but I don't see an earring. I'm looking. I'm bringing up reference. I'm looking at all kinds of reference, and there's no earrings in anything.
Hey, Kevin.
Unless I'm totally missing this. What?
Guess what?
What?
Obama48 over on Twitch got access to your emotes because he subscribed with Twitch Prime to your channel.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Hey.
Yes, that's okay. I think I see it. JB, is it on over here? Like, is it like right there? Like, is that where it is? I think
you should see it. So when I'm looking at it on your page, there's a bar that says like this person subscribed there.
Oh, wait, what? Bammy46 says this is actually Bama Bricks.
Yeah, I usually just go by whatever is in the chat. I could have put 2 and 2 together, but like then in the off chance I never know, so I'm like, oh, just Bama,
Okay. All right, there you go, JB. I added a silver dot there, and I'll even put an outline around it just to give it a little bit more. It is so almost totally unnoticeable in the screenshots from the film. All right, there you go. Now you can't say I skip it every time. That has been removed from you, sir. You can no longer say that. All right. Cool. All right, let's do another one. Let's see. Hope it isn't always about building, sorting, and socializing is good enough for Fridays. We'll be opening up new CMFs tonight. No, Eli, no. Can you draw Cannoli Louie or Bricks Brittany? We've already done Bricks Brittany.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
JB, I'll snip it out for you. It's fine. It's cool.
Have you ever drawn Master Chief from Halo?
No, I don't think so.
That's an idea. Not saying you have to, but there's an idea. Baby
Mario brick picture. Oh, I don't know what that means.
It's like a play on me, Baby Mario O'Brien. Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, we got Zebrix. Hey, Zebrix. Jordan Sneed, keep me up with the Star Wars theme you've got. You should draw General Grievous with his 2 lower hands holding bowls of cereal, the 2 upper hands holding spoons. Oh, Jordan.
That's a lot of Star Wars.
That's a lot of Star Wars.
I feel like it always divulges into that. There's like more Star Wars.
It doesn't always divulge into Star Wars, but it kind of like there'll be themes, and it starts to move that way, and that's okay. I don't mind that.
Which is why you should do a themed week of certain things.
I think I'm I'm gonna forget it again. I know, but I really like.
I will remind you.
Yeah, don't let me forget about that.
I will not.
Ben said I'm never disappointed with the first screen I see on these streams. Yeah, it's like you click in and it's like, hello. Soon we will reveal ourselves to the bunny. All right. See. Okay. Let's do. So Tanya hasn't been around in the streams in a while, and Tanya says an Animal Crossing player. Draw an Animal Crossing player. So that's like the main villager, right?
Yeah. So that's it can be any variety of villagers.
You can crazy customize them now, though.
Oh yeah, you can do anything.
I'm gonna just do classic villager. How about
like villager Smash Bros. Villager?
Yeah. I think that's because the customization is like off the charts. So
yeah. It's more so the art style and vibe than anything.
All right, let's do this. Brickhead family, I'll skip out on Star Wars week. That is true. Nick is not a fan.
Now, can you explain why, Nick? I fall into a similar camp, but I'd like to hear your outlook briefly. I know it's a long question, but
Nick is one of no, Nick is the only person I think that I know closely that does not like Star Wars.
I mean, I'm not a fan.
Are you really not a fan?
No, there's a lot of inconsistency with the entire.
Yeah, but fans say that too.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Okay, genuinely don't like it.
When we now live in an age where the Marvel Cinematic Universe exists, and it's like, man, this is one cohesive body of work. It's just Star Wars was made all technically out of order and different time periods with different technologies in cinematography and VFX and it just So
okay, all right. I got you. So Nick, you are one of two people that I know that doesn't like.
There you go. A little switch up here for you. Miss Brickitten saying it's more about the style than the details, but make it a girl villager. There is a quite a few girl villagers. The one that comes to mind is one that is pink with pink hair. It's like an alternate costume in Smash Bros. It's still the same head shape.
Oh, I got it.
Switch that up.
Yep, I will accommodate.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. MCU makes Star Wars look like a slapdash incoherent mess it is. There we go, Miss Brickitten. I'm loving that opinion.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All of a sudden everyone's like, I hate this thing.
And Building with Steve agrees on the take on Star Wars. The original trilogy was great. The rest are wildly inconsistent. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. You know?
Yes, apparently.
The movies are so drawn out and confusing, and the fandom have made it unbearable. I am inclined to agree. But I feel like part of it also, kind of going back to like Rick and Morty, the passion of the Star Wars fan base, very overwhelming at times. You know, but that's with any fandom, I guess.
It can be. Lego fans can be very overwhelming.
Oh, can they?
They can.
Wow. What a amazing. But what ground do you have to stand on to claim that, Kevin?
What ground do you have to stand?
You don't know what you're talking about. Come on, man.
I actually remember once Brick Fair, Virginia. So granted, this is one of the largest Lego fan events in the entire world. But I had a colleague that worked for Lego. I don't think he's at Lego anymore, but worked in marketing and wanted to experience what a Lego fan show was all about. And I gave him like a nice tour, make sure he was comfortable, and then let him kind of just walk around. And then I said, all right, well, I'm going to leave you on your own to do your thing, and I'll check back with you in a little while. And so I went and I ended up having lunch with some fans. Didn't take long. And we came back to the show, and he was sitting on the sidewalk outside the expo hall. And I was like literally sitting down on the sidewalk. I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, dude, I'm overwhelmed. Like, everyone keeps talking to me and they're asking me questions a mile a minute. And everybody is like, bring this back, bring that back, bring this back, bring that back. And it's like, I need some time. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. That's not a great experience for you to have.
Hope Castle is at the last stop. Great stream, guys. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Reed. Reed will be streaming tonight if anyone wants some Lego content. over on Hope Castle on YouTube every Friday evening.
Go subscribe, because who doesn't want or need more Lego content?
I mean, really, come on. In this day and age.
Crazy how adults who play with toys can take things so seriously. You know what, Gator Bricks? I like you. I like the way you think.
Yes. Absolutely. I have that moment a lot when I read comments. I'm like, you guys realize it's a toy, right?
Right. And you know what? It's even better when you consider the state of the affairs of the world and like, you know, instead of complaining online about something that doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things, why don't you go tell someone you love them? Give someone a hug, you know? Like what? Come on. Let's put more positivity and love out there, man.
Let's do that.
When the fans have backstories for all the characters that are on screen in a scene, even for a couple of seconds, and then make you seem like an idiot that you never even notice them. Yeah, so that's how I feel about the 501st Battle Pack. I'm like, I get that it was the you know, Vader's first regime, whatever, but like I don't.
Oh, and you know what's crazy is we were talking about that on some other stream, and I had forgotten until a Star Wars fan reminded me. But I had forgotten that 501st really did start as the guys in costume, and then they wrote it into the canon, which is really cool because it's like, you know, fan created essentially. But I thought it was the other way around. But I knew that. I just forgot about it.
Yeah, it's just, you know, hey, I will not be buying probably any of that set.
The 501st? Yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah, I mean, they're blue. They're cool, but
the only Star Wars sets I like are the big ones that are like, you know, really nice models and takes
right. Obviously, the excitement is not directed toward there, as you and I both know. So,
retconned. Yep.
So I haven't gotten your opinion on the Bowser Castle. Just to go to Lego Mario for a minute, what do you think?
Oh, it's okay. I mean, in general, this is still not what I want.
Yeah, it's not what anyone wants, but it's what we're gonna get for now.
I mean, and again, I'll keep saying it. I'm gonna buy it.
Right.
I have to. Yeah. But like, it's a little better. Like, I think just because the scale is bigger, that Bowser looks a little better than the other enemies. I'm not necessarily dissatisfied with the blocky style. It's a style. I'm like, all right, that's cool. It's a style. But yeah, it's not what I wanted. And I'm hoping that there will be some more, and that the partnership is still seen as successful so that we get even more. But I am a little concerned about the people that are like, oh, no, this is not what I want, so I will not be buying any of it. I'm like, oh, that's the way to kill the whole partnership. Like that's how all companies work. If it's not financially successful, I mean, look at things that are successful. Ninjago, it'll just go on and on and on and on and on. Star Wars, it'll just go on and on because you bought it, because it's financially successful. Like, if it's successful and it sells, they will find a way.
Oh, of course.
And so that's what makes me a little worried, is that, you know, I do want Zelda and Donkey Kong and Kirby and all these other things. But if this is not successful, those things will not happen.
Right.
So it's like, it's not what I want, but okay.
The thing is, those sets in themselves remind me that Lego is a kid's toy, because clearly the technology aspect of it and what it's based off of and the style is very 2020, very technologically focused. This is very, very, very apparently for kids, which is fine. Like, cool. Lego is a kid's toy. If it doesn't appeal to a kid, they're not going to make it. Like, that's just what it is. It just so happens that adults, like you've said this in a quadrillion podcasts, that it's a kid's toy. And I fully agree with your philosophy. So I think that this is going to go gangbusters with kids. Indicative because it's sold out and you and I don't even have it pre-ordered. So
dumb. So
I didn't even, I'm going to get it day one regardless, like showing up to the store. That's why I didn't pre-order it. But like, I
wasn't going to pre-order it at all until I was like, oh, there's a thing. I get a thing. Yep. Dang you. It's like, dang you, I get a thing.
And luckily for everyone that like doesn't like this Mario stuff, that's like the adults like, oh, this is not what I want. It's like, okay, cool. So all the kids are going to buy that stuff. And then when they come out with wave 2, that actually is minifigure stuff, then you're going to buy that. So there you go.
Hopefully.
I'm just saying it because I'm so confident in it. Like I
do like, so yeah, to get to your question about the castle, I do like it. I think better than the others I've seen so far. So I guess that's it. That's all I got.
Well, but Pink Wheels is like, but the way where you're using it makes it an adult thing. And I,
yeah. It's this highly sophisticated interlocking brick system, folks.
Yeah, right. Right. And not even that, like, you know, I've just not been focusing on sets, more on my own buildings and ideas. You know, you buy this stuff, and then most of the adults are like, oh, I'll just build my own thing anyways. Okay, cool.
I'll move the villager over here. Okay. Got some really good ones today, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Let me put some colors on the villager. Takumanuva, what up, Hank? What's going on?
I don't think I've ever heard anyone call you Hank.
It's a rarer. It's a rare one.
What up, Hank? From the convention hall across.
I don't mind it. It's whatever. So what's funny is people have asked me before, where did I come up with Mr. Hinkle anything, right? Like my Mr. HinkleDraws, like why does it say like just say Kevin or whatever? And from my years of being a Lego community guy, that is what every teenage and kid fan would call me constantly.
Yeah.
And, like, Mr. Hinkle, I have a question, Mr. Hinkle. And like I never like necessarily introduced myself like that. I always just said my name's Kevin. But every T-full and K-full at shows for, I mean, and I'm talking, you guys know, I've been to like over 60 shows. That's a lot of shows. They would always call me Mr. Hinkle. And so I'm like, oh, that's it. There it is. That's the name. It was funny because then I kicked off all my branding and they're like, Mr. That's a little pretentious. So like, that's what they already call me. So it's like, I might as well embrace it.
I don't think it's pretentious. Hello.
Hi.
Who?
Only a few people said that.
Those people are dumb. All right.
No. Those were, you know what it was? Is because those are the people that were closest to me. And they're like, come on. I was like, you don't know.
You
don't even know. You don't understand.
I like this comment from Bricksomniac. What are Star Wars fans going to cry for now that they finally got their 501st? Oh, they'll find something.
The next cause.
I think that was somebody raised that up. They're like,
Steve says, I got to go, but this was great. Good job, Hank. Thanks for stopping by, Steve. Appreciate it. Hope you can make another one in the future. Maybe next week. Is it next week spring break? I mean, I know my kids have spring break. Steve's a teacher, so.
Spring break it's now. It's forever. Like
just to make sure you guys all know Steve's personal business. So he's a teacher, so you got no excuse. You got no excuse. Canadian Papa Bear is over in the Twitch chat. What is going up, Papa B? Hey, Papa B. The emotes are they're there. They're there. Look, hold on. Boom. Boom. Miss Brickett, and granted, if you're going classic Animal Crossing, you need the peaked hat. Oh, there's a hat to this? Did I mess it up already?
No, I mean there's so many variants.
Okay, I'm just like I brought up. Is this female villager?
I got you.
Sure. I do love that you can customize it that much. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they actually even in this game added a item that you could sit in for a chair, and it's a wheelchair. So they even go to that extent too.
I really, really love seeing everybody's customized outfits, and it's like they're recreating like characters from film and other games.
Oh, yeah.
That is so cool.
I made my avatar's sweater with like the black strings and the blue, pockets.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Like, it really is.
and you only get like a not quite 64 by 64 grid, or not. No, it might be like a 15 by 15 grid.
Yeah.
For pixel art, and you have to figure it out from there. It's like very, you got to get very creative with how you want to do things.
Also, the like when you can customize like floor tiles and stuff, and I've seen so many awesome things where it's like that duck is like passed out on the beach, and they like somebody made a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah,
I was like, that's hilarious. And like SpongeBob and Patrick. There's so many good ones that I'm like.
The Earthbound one I tagged you in. Did you end up watching that video?
Oh yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Because like the level that you would need to have to customize like every part of it.
You're placing down every single individual tile because it's all on a grid to place down a pattern.
Yeah.
That took forever.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I still do not dare. I do not dare get this game because that's done. It'll be like Kevin is now in a recluse and he will get nothing done for the next several weeks.
Yeah, I definitely put like 80 hours in over the launch of it.
I mean, the good news is that you can do that and it also benefits your brand and channel and everything else.
That's very true. But yeah, now I'm getting into the nitty gritty details. I'm like, oh, this bridge is off center. I should do this over here. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, oh, yeah. That's how I felt in Stardew Valley. Like once you finally start making lots of money and you have lots of items and then you start having time and you're not just trying to survive all the time, you're like, I don't like the way that path looks. Destroy. Oh, that cost me $30,000 to do that. Yeah, I'll do another one. It's like pretty good stuff.
Uma is like, are we not all recluses at this point?
I mean, I guess it's fair. But I have finally gotten into a groove finally. Just with all of this, everything being different, my kids schooling, just the new normal. I was in a huge funk for like a week and a half. I couldn't produce anything. I was just so like, not depressed, but I was so sad for the state of the world, and I was sad for everything going on, and I was mentally taxed. And so I I had a week where I drew, I did the stream and that was almost it. And I'm like, man, it's not good. Like, this is my living. I need to be doing stuff. I need to be working. And I have finally now gotten back. I'm in it. I'm in a swing now. I'm good.
Good.
And this last week's been pretty good. I produced a lot of stuff and it's been going well. So the last thing I need to do is throw some video game on top and be like, hey, let's just destroy it.
When I hear people complaining about their kids being at home and not being in school, you'll be happy to know that I use you as the ultimate example for how bad it could possibly be.
The worst case scenario.
Yeah, that really is though, because you're a full-time artist.
Yeah.
And then you have to teach your kids. Like, man.
Yep. And my youngest son, I mean, we have a home computer and my laptop, and my I think I want it to be a little pinker than that. My younger son uses my computer, so I can't even use it when he's using it, right? Like I can't get him started on an assignment and then just sit to the side and work on my own thing. Like, cause the computer's being used. So it's like, cause all of his stuff is online, and I do really like what he's doing now. Like, he's got a lot of work, a lot of computer work, and I feel like he's really enjoying it. We did a tour of the San Diego Zoo yesterday. That was pretty cool. That was pretty sweet. And so they had all these live cams of all the different exhibits, and he had to answer questions on, from the teacher, like what did you learn about this animal? But that's taking all that time away from work I could have been doing.
Right.
I mean, I'm happy for him, and I think it's pretty fun and making the best out of the situation, but it's very difficult. And so that's when as you discovered the other night, I'm having a lot of late nights because it's the only time I can work.
Right.
Well, I've, done this and in my house, because my wife does full-time hours, and she's fast food, which is apparently essential. I think that's debatable, whatever. She works full-time, and because they've been so busy, because nobody's staying at home and everyone still needs fast food apparently. She's been doing like 60-hour weeks every week. And so I'm also making lunch and I'm making dinner and I'm doing all the other stuff at home. So my work time is 2 a.m. That's when I work.
God. And Nick feels you too with the 8 to 5 job and then 3 different kids on 3 different schedules. Ugh.
3. I can't even. Like I'm kind of fortunate that my older son can do. I mean, he's 18, so he can do stuff. But I gotta stay on him. He's not totally independent. Because there's already been a couple instances where they're like,
yeah, I heard. But if he doesn't, if he can't take care of himself, that's his fault. Like,
yeah, I mean, yes, yes.
Gallagade has to go. Cooking dinner. Have a good night, or check back later rather. So enjoy dinner.
See ya, Gallagade.
Online school is hit or miss. That's what people keep telling me, Cafe.
And every school is so different.
Yeah, right.
Like what they were.
I think the homeschool dream has been destroyed for parents everywhere, says Pink Wheels. Yeah. I hope that after this, more parents, when it pops up on the ballot, like, hey, should teachers get paid more for their job? Everyone's like, yep.
Yeah.
Now you get it.
I've always thought that. Teachers are
me too.
Some of the most important people. And it's like, let's take a couple million away from those athletes and give it for the celebrities. Like, I mean, movie stars and stuff. Like, they don't need millions and millions of dollars.
But now people get it. Now it since it impacted them, they're like, oh, now. Yeah, unfortunately.
Let's get. I forgot. Like, there's a strap, and I'll just cheat and put white. Yeah, the strap was there the whole time. Okay. I want to do a little shading. Guys, get ready for another suggestion. I'm about to be done with this one. So start throwing those ideas in the chat. I'll pick another one. Especially anybody that has not made a suggestion before. I'd love to get something new for somebody.
And thank you to the couple of people watching over on Twitch. We see you. There. Hello.
You are seen.
Yes. I don't even know how many people are watching on YouTube. I don't even care. I'm just looking at Twitch. So.
All right, there we go. There's our female villager. I think that's the exact name of the character. It's like female.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So some suggestions are Master Chief from Halo. You should draw a piece of bread from Jinblade. Hello. Cereal Grievous.
Piece of bread. We are gonna. Okay. Yes, we are gonna draw a piece.
There
of
it is
bread for Jinblade.
A singular, not toast, just a piece of bread.
That's insane. Oh, hey, Sans. We got Sans in the chat.
Oh, hi.
A piece of bread. Everybody, I want you all to blame Jinblade for this suggestion. It's too funny. I have to. I must.
Sans, you want YouTube but a better platform? Well, you can go to twitch.tv/MrHinkleDraws. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Right over there.
You, Tanya says, cute Mr. Hinkle. I'll take it. Thank you for your suggestion and for joining the stream today. Nice to see you again. Hope everything is going as good as it can for you in this time, day, and age.
A piece of bread, colorized 2020.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a thick slice.
Oh, but YouTube is the better platform. Oh, Sans, I can't read. I'm sorry. I read the comments wrong. And I'm not playing Animal Crossing either, so that's how you know I need a solid nap. Oops. Ninja with the bricks, hello.
What's going on, Brick Ninja?
And technically, it's not morning anymore where we're at, so I'm going to say happy afternoon to you from the East Coast.
Yeah, it's 12.
Bread. No, bread.
Bread. Me, bread?
I was going to say bread. You made a mistake on the stream.
Bread.
Kevin, you made a mistake on the stream. So this is not a piece of bread. This is a piece of Texas toast, as Gator Brick put it out.
I made it a little thinner because it was a little chunky.
A little chunk. And yes, I will take a nap before 5, Eli. Don't you worry.
This is one of those moments when, someone pops in like Jim Blade and is like, man, I just joined and put the first thing in my head in there and he's going to draw it. I should have thought of like 1,000 other different things to do that. It's like, here's your suggestion, my friend.
That's a suggestion for like the next 5 weeks. It's done.
Piece of bread.
That's it.
That's some thick. It. 2 C's. 2 C's on that.
That's ready for some eggs. Toss that on a skillet. Got French toast.
I don't think I'm gonna waste the time to color that bad boy. But there you go, Jim. Jim Blade, piece of bread for you, my friend. Thank you for joining in the stream. I'm gonna shrink it down a little bit so we can maybe tuck it up there. There we go.
There we go. Nice.
All right, let's get the next one. Let's see. Brickstime, the other day we played to keep it up. Way to go against the grain.
Hey.
Oh, buddy. And you're winning. Takuma's winning the so what's funny is I was talking at the beginning of the stream about my draw 6 fan arts, and Takuma's like, I think you should draw me. And I was like, well, okay. I mean, I'm game if people vote for it and it gets the most likes. So Takuma currently has the most likes out of all my social platforms. So he's pretty much guaranteed to be in the 6th fan art. But yes, anybody head over any social, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I've got a request up for fan art characters so I can draw them. I am going to go all in on it. I'm going to go full digital. It's going to be good stuff, as good as I can get. And I need you guys to either, I think it'd probably be better for you to look through the suggestions already made and because we've gotten a ton of them, but there's not a lot of likes, and I'm basing it on the ones that get the most likes. So check those out so we can get 6 characters. Jim Blade, much appreciated. It's a piece of white bread. It is white. Another white thing. Let's see. Gator Bricks draw Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Oh, that's we're going back. I remember that.
There's also Crypt Keeper, Master Chief.
Hoosier using Walker. Be that old. Let's see. Brixomnic says, I like Mixer. You get sparks for doing all sorts of things.
Yeah, Mixer is one of the best streaming platforms in general. I agree.
Let's see. Jim Blade, no regrets.
Jinx is here. Hi, Kevin. Finally made it to my first viewing live. If possible, how about 80s Storm Shadow from G.I. Joe?
Nice. Let's do it. So hello, Jinxie425, one of my awesome patrons. Got a shout out at the beginning of the video for the first time watching the Doodle stream live. So welcome.
Sans asking, why is Maul in a flower hat? JB Brick Fanatics was so fixated on that, and I don't know why. Ask him.
That is a JB Brick Fanatic suggestion, Sam.
Literally no clue.
And I failed to put the hat on it first, and he wanted me to course correct. So there you go.
And then Jim Blade dropping a suggestion. She's getting out of here.
That's there you go. All right. So
like, don't tell me anything else. That's it.
Storm Shadow, G.I. Joe.
This one you may not have to color.
Oh, it's white.
Never mind. There you go. Done.
I mean, a little color, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna base it off of this. I think, yeah, that'll be my reference photo.
It's Somniac's like, that's a weird fetish. Okay. All righty.
JB is more than enough. That's all you got to say.
It's very specific too.
You mean that suggestion?
Yeah.
It was.
I want Darth Maul, a sun hat with flowers. Yeah.
It was. It was very specific.
It's going to be a poster in his room, probably. Blown up.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You don't have any posters, actually, do you? No, you do. Not of not of the like the sticker style, not like that though.
So I actually so you had told me that you were like, oh, it might be cool if there was prints of the stickers, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of game for that. We'll see. I actually got I got my second request for that a couple days ago.
Nice.
And so that kind of helps me gauge, if there's interest. And so I'm thinking kind of along the lines of what we discussed is as more of them get completed, meaning like more collections get completed, I am thinking about offering something like that. So like all of the classic Spacemen as one print. Once I get all the Five Nights at Freddy's characters done, that's one print. Yeah. So like getting the collections done. It seems like there is some kind of interest for it. So I'm, as always, I'm game to try it and see if it sells. That's what it's always about. I hate to be like money, but that's how I live.
Yeah, so gotta keep the lights on.
It sells, and I'm game to try it.
And what if you did like a sticker poster collage? Yeah, Sans, that's the right idea. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gator Bricks is gonna tell his kids Maul took all the Easter candy since the Easter Bunny is quarantined. That's great.
I think I need to. Oh.
So what series do you think you're getting closest to with completion in your mind for stickers and artwork and whatnot?
Well, the classic Spaceman is kind of done already.
Yeah, right.
Because I already have all the colors, and I would totally keep Benny as opposed to replacing it with like a normal blue Spaceman.
Sure.
Like, I think that makes it funny. Is that it'd have like happy face, ridiculous happy face with a crack on the helmet.
Right.
So that one's pretty much done and ready. The other ones, like the FNAF characters, I mean, that was like my big seller at Comic-Con for Kids. Like the youngsters are all about that FNAF, let me tell you. And I find the lore of it fascinating, absolutely fascinating. But I've only got 2 characters done, so I would need another 3. Right. And then I would think for Zelda, I would need a Ganondorf or a Ganon to complete the 3 to have the Triforce.
Oh, totally.
So that's kind of close. I only need 1 character, and I can finish that one. What else is? I did my first Gorillaz because I'm a huge Gorillaz fan. The band, the Gorillaz.
Oh yeah, I saw that and I'm like, man, that's a good cut right there. All right, I'm down.
I've been a Gorillaz fan for a long time, so I'd like to do the whole band there too. But that's like I've done 1. So it's like we got a while to go on that one.
Yeah. Bama Bricks reminding you, and I know you don't like it, but you got to please the people at some point with the Baby Yoda sticker. You got to do it, Kevin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have to.
I know. My one thing, so I've now watched episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 of The Mandalorian. Because one of my friends gave me their login. So it's like, yes, I'm in. There you go. I do. I like it a lot. I think it's pretty good. I'm very pleased. I think I was saying this last time that I was very surprised that Baby Yoda was like in episode 1. I was like, whoa, okay. All right. I didn't realize it was right off the bat, but okay. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely demand. I get that. My only thing is I'm trying to think, how do I make in my style with what I'm doing with that series, how do I make a Baby Yoda not look like regular Yoda? Like,
right.
Maybe I don't, maybe it's just one and the same, and it's up to you to interpret it as baby or regular, and I won't say otherwise.
That might be your way of doing it, and I think nobody would have an issue with that.
Because then it's like everyone's right.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like,
everyone is right and everyone buys it. So you know what? There you go.
Yeah. So it's on the list. It's on the list. Because believe me, I'm not totally opposed to like chasing trends and stuff. It's like, yep, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, even right now, it's not like a trend. It's just like a thing. It's
it's ether and people want it.
Yeah, pretty much. And you could do the bigger and softer eyes, as Miss Brick Kitten is saying. I think you would want it. All the eyes for yours have been the same.
That's what keeps it. That's what makes the style a style.
Right.
And that's kind of it's very like it's very Funko Pop. It's very But like, I like that. I like it when I see, like, I used to really like the Disney Infinity sculptures because they were all by the same artist with the same style, but different IPs. And so that's kind of what I'm going for is I have established a style, which is mostly the eyes. And that's what I want to keep consistent, which sometimes makes it really difficult because there's certain characters that it's like that eye doesn't really work, but I'm going to have to make it work. So,
yeah, I mean, the ideas are endless for what you could do next easily.
And I have my ambitions, my aspirations are, you know, kind of like what we saw at the Big E, where you're like going into this tent and there's a guy with thousands of stickers around a whole wall. Because everybody, you know, you find something. Everybody finds something. Like, oh, that's my favorite character. I love that game. And it's like, there you go.
And unfortunately, we're going to be approaching, actually very soon, if not in it already, a lull of like entertainment and pop culture because everything's put on hold in terms of filming and releasing. Black Widow was going to come out this month or next month, and now it's in November. Like, what? Like, everything is getting shifted.
I also saw there was some news about my chat has stopped scrolling by itself now, which is annoying. It tends to get that way in the stream where it just like stops.
Yeah.
And like I have to force it to keep scrolling it for me in StreamYard. But Takuma says the eyes are the style, draw spread with no eyes. Not this Takuma. We're not talking about the Doodle stream. We're talking about my other project. Oh, I saw a thing on the news talking about like just, you know, television, like syndicated television and animated shows and how that's all like when it gets to the summer, they're officially out of all the pre-made content. It's like, and we're out now. So they're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Deppy Shep Bricks is here. Hello.
What's going on, Deppy Shep?
Onward went straight to Disney Plus. It didn't go straight to Disney Plus. It got 1 month in theaters.
It's quick.
Which I think for a lot of people that don't get what the typical turnaround for like, you know, going from the movie theater to Blu-ray to digital and whatnot to streaming, like they pretty much have every movie. Like Black Widow is absolutely done and could go on Disney Plus tonight, easy. But they do that all for marketing. So like, especially with Onward, it's like, well, that typically shouldn't that take like 4 months to go on, you know, physical media than streaming? Like, nope, it's done right now. Like,
yeah,
it's super easy.
A lot of that stuff could be really, really quick. They just take their time doing other marketing and other things.
Yeah. And I mean, right now, that's a good PR move for them. They can just toss it on Disney Plus and watch it. And Frozen 2, same thing. They expedited that. Like, sure, power play move.
Sans is like, be gone, Shep. And Deppy Shep's like, nice to see you too, Sans.
Apparently Onward was brutal last night. Brutal bad or brutal like to the feels, Brickhead?
I've heard that it's really good. I mean, Pixar usually knocks it out of the park.
Usually.
I will admit I never went and saw The Good Dinosaur in theaters. I had zero interest in that.
Not a lot of people did.
But yeah, they usually knock it out of the park. I've also heard that similar to Lego Movie 2, in that if you yourself grew up with siblings or you had siblings, you're going to really enjoy it. And if you were a single child, you will not enjoy it nearly as much.
Yeah, so I know that you and I talked about that when Lego Movie 2 first came out. Have other people said that same opinion to you, or was I just... No,
so I asked people. I'm like, when they go, oh, I didn't like it, I'm like, can I just ask you, just with no other context, do you have siblings? And almost every time, the people that say they didn't like it don't have siblings.
Yeah.
Almost. It's like clockwork almost every time.
Oh, Brickhead saying it felt like a DreamWorks film. Wow. which I mean, at this point is not an insult. And I have said on my stream a couple of times recently, because people are like bashing Shrek and all sorts of other things. If you look up the most positively perceived and most successful animated film franchises of all time, Disney is not at the top of the food chain. It's Shrek and DreamWorks and all that. Like, easily.
Really?
Yo, yeah, absolutely. Disney is not the absolute king when it comes to box office.
What did they saying that they were going to redo Shrek, but like in a different style or something? Like reboot it?
I think they will. And I think it would do gangbusters, especially if it was in like the beautiful, like, you know, Minions, regardless of how you feel, it looks beautiful in terms of the animation style and the clarity and all that. But like, yeah, I think that would totally work. But obviously the situation of the world has been put on hold, you know.
Are we going to have how's this Mario movie going to be, man?
Well, let me catch up with the chat before I go on another tangent. Pink Wheel said, what about the Playmobil movie? Shameful plug. I went and saw the Playmobil movie on the Beyond the Bricks dime and did a review of it. And you know what? It's just as uninspired as you think.
I actually really wanted to. I didn't see it. I wanted to see it. I was willing to give it a shot.
No. It just didn't have that same level of care that the Lego movie did, which obviously, but like, they could have made it something that played more into the Playmobil aspect, but it just did not. And apparently to Eli, Onward had really funny and really good moments. It just hits a lot of people in the feels. And I guess Brickhead feels very differently.
I'm not as happy with that other arm as I was hoping to be. And so I'm just going to put it back so you guys think I ran out of space.
There you go.
There we go.
Done.
This is classic artist tricks. It's like, guys, I wanted to finish it. I just ran out of space.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's what happened.
Can we I guess a little suggestion here if we're on it. Have you ever drawn Shrek before?
No.
Well, that's a thing. If
that
would be a killer. Wait, hold on. That'd be a killer sticker. Takuma. It's like Shrek with the Hinkle eyes. Ooh, Kevin.
Would it really? Don't lie to me, Takuma.
I'm not kidding. The kids love the memes. Are you kidding me?
So I just remembered I have not drawn Shrek as we all know him. But in like episode 1, I think, of the Doodle stream, I was asked to draw Shrek and Donkey as Han Solo and Chewbacca. I remember doing that, and it was okay. It came out all right. That was back in episode like 1, maybe 2. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, a couple people are asking for Shrek. I think, oh man, DK Insomniac. Is like over on Twitch, do Shrek with Sans as Donkey, and I'm just reading that verbatim.
I still want to do something with Doc and Sans because Doc and Sans have such a wonderful dynamic. It's like this beautiful, abrasive kind of relationship with each other. Right. And I want there to be like a Doc and Sans travel the world series. And just as you would see like a Muppet movie.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like exactly like that. And so I've been threatening that I would draw like a logo or something for that. And I've sketched stuff out. I haven't drawn it fully, but I've sketched some concepts. Doc and Sans Great Adventure.
It'd be great. So yeah, Miss Brick Kitten's like, Kevin, is that why we're seeing so many busts and faces of very few full figure drawings? Like hiding the arm and whatnot. So I think this Mario movie is going, I mean, I'm biased, right? But I think that with the success, the financial success and the way it's taken over pop culture with the Minions, it definitely is a good sign. And I trust Illumination to make it's not going to be like, I don't know. It's not going to be what the older crowd is looking for, but it's definitely going to bring that sense of whimsy to a younger audience in the same way that The Grinch did and Minions.
You know what it needs? You know what it needs to have? It needs to have. Yes, it needs to have that approach that Lego took with Warner Brothers, in which, yes, it's their property. Yes, they need to have the final say, but they really need to take a back seat and let someone who knows how to make this stuff make the stuff. Yep. And then go, here you go. This is what we got for you. You can do any final tweaks if you want. If there's something with the lore that we've messed up, you can fix that. But like you need to let the people that know what they're doing do it. That's the problem you have with things like I think with Lego and Nintendo is when they themselves try to do things that they themselves are not good at doing. And it's like, you got to lean on your partners that are professionals in things. Right. It's like, let Illumination do it. Let them write it. Let them have everything to do with it. Just trust that they will make it great.
Have you seen the newer Grinch movie?
I have not.
So I watched it on a whim, obviously during the holiday season, and I really like the Jim Carrey version of Grinch. I think it is it holds up. I love Jim Carrey as the Grinch, but with the world of Whoville, it's much better portrayed in that art style and in that in the motion of the characters, and comparing it to the original Dr. Seuss cartoon to the Jim Carrey's Grinch, it's so wildly different. And to see it at its full maximum, it's coming to life off the page onto the screen in the Grinch is awesome. And Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job. So for me, seeing that done in that style, executed to its fullest potential there, we already have the Nintendo games, which they do a really great job with that. But what can a movie do that a video game couldn't to bring that level of whimsy to the big screen in Illumination style?
I hear you. I also like any argument that has whimsy in it.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what all those films are. Like it's that like special, like you can either take it like fantastical Grinch style or more, I guess grounded is the right word, of Detective Pikachu, where it's a city with humans interacting and all that.
Yeah, that was good too. I was so happy.
Yeah. Did you see the Sonic movie?
I did. I liked it.
I did too.
I was very pleased.
A lot of people were mad because like, oh, Sonic is so like annoying or whatever, but he's supposed to be a 12-year-old kid in the movie. It's basically what it is.
And we all know about that. We talked about spamming chats earlier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
My son liked it too. And he's never played a Sonic game, but he wanted to watch it. He's like, it's Sonic. I want to watch it. I'm like, you don't even know who Sonic is. It's like, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. And I mean, the voice acting I thought was okay, Takuma. I didn't have a problem with it, but I feel like the voice actor in your own mind can make or break a movie, Yeah.
I watched, speaking of voice acting, and we talked about the Gorillas earlier. The Gorillas posted on their social media a quick shot of 2D saying, stay home, stay safe. And he was wearing a bandana on his face.
Yeah.
And it clearly was not the same voice.
Yeah.
Even with the muffled, and it was so interesting because I jumped down to the comments and everybody was like, "That's not his voice." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's a thing where when you've got something in your mind, or even them. I mean, they've established it. They're a band. They sing. It's like that's not his voice. That's weird."
I think sometimes a good tactical nuke to the source material is good though, and just start from scratch. Maybe not in that case, but like Sonic has always been kind of like iffy,
sure,
for games and whatnot. So like Takuma's like, well, it's it was Dewey Duck from DuckTales, so that's all I heard from the movie. So I'd never seen Dewey Duck as a reference, but
I mean, it happens too when you get like a like Chris Pratt is starting to get that way for me.
Yeah, a little bit.
A lot of voice acting, and I'm like, I hear Chris Pratt, I hear Emmett all the time now. Like it's starting to that point.
It's funny that I feel that way about Chris Pratt, and then him and Tom Holland have been in a lot of things together, but I don't feel that way about Tom Holland.
Yeah.
and he does like an American voice, and he's British, so like I don't know how he's managing to. I mean, he's been in less stuff overall, so that probably helps, but.
We might have time for one more. It can't be something too super complicated though, because of time. So avoid any of the, draw a watermelon sitting on a unicorn riding a hound in the middle of winter juggling fish. That's probably not going to be one that I draw.
Yeah.
But if you guys have another if you guys want to throw some suggestions in the chat, I'll probably, I think I'll have enough time to do another one. Because we're just about done because he's mostly white in his outfit. So start thinking, start throwing that stuff in the chat if you've got an idea, especially if you have not made a suggestion yet in the stream, or especially if you've never made a suggestion in the stream. Feel free to throw one in there. It can be anything and everything. It doesn't have to be a character from something. It could be something from your imagination. Whatever you want.
Ant McCloud hasn't been here before. He suggested Master Chief. Is that too complicated? It might be.
That might be. Because I would want to make sure it looks pretty good with all the armor and stuff.
If you aren't here for the next one, I'll remind him. Or like, you know what? I will remind you, Kevin, to do a specific theme episode, and then video games could be one of them as a suggestion.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, I was talking about this in my stream the other day too. Like, I think IGN did like the video game Mount Rushmore, and what would it be?
Oh,
and the Mario.
Sonic.
What?
Sonic be on there? Sonic would be on.
Sonic is not. No, it's Mario, Pikachu, Kratos from God of War, and Master Chief from Halo. So that's it's a good. I mean, you have to. Okay, so Mario and Pikachu, obviously, and you have to have some PlayStation and some Microsoft rep. Like Halo is integral, and so is, you know, Kratos from God of War. Like that's like.
I'll take it. Fine.
Who would you put on there?
I would put Mario and Sonic for sure. I just think about like how Sega was such a huge thing for so long.
Sure.
I mean, they're not necessarily now, but think about it. Is Teddy Roosevelt a huge deal right now?
Oh, yeah, right. No,
like founding fathers and how important they are, and
yeah,
you know, where we are.
I would expand it to 5 then. So I would probably put Sonic on there with the 4 that I listed before, because I agree, Sonic is definitely important.
But yeah, Mario, Sonic,
Pikachu, of course.
I guess so. Yeah, it's kind of big, isn't it? It's kind of a big deal.
A little bit. It's not the #1 franchise of all time or anything.
No, he's not wearing gloves. That's bare hand. All right. Let me fix that. Master Chief as a popsicle. And done. Should I just add the helmet to the piece of bread? No, we can't do that.
I mean, the bread as itself is like,
it's so funny. It's so
funny.
It's such a Jim Blade thing. All right, let's get a little bit more. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, Jinxie425. You're still hanging around, especially since it was your first one. I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, I like the shading on this one. You did a really good job.
Well, thank you. I think I'm going to do just one more for the dark gray. Or I guess I should do some kind of shine on the sword. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, like a sheen.
Yeah. And then I'll start looking for the last doodle of the day.
Yeah.
Time flies, man. This stream always just like is gone in an instant.
Yeah, totally. So everyone sound off in the chat for your suggestions. The final one for the stream, but not the final one forever. We assure you.
No. None of that.
Kevin's not quitting drawing soon, I don't think, right?
That would be sad.
Yeah, that'd be a little.
Quit.
Hey, I'm just done. See ya.
All right, there we go. I'll back off there. It's a shame I was down there in the corner. I wish I could have finished the arm.
Yeah, that's
okay. You know, the best part about this stream is I like just keeping it really loose. Like, you know, this is like what I would do, honestly. Yes, sometimes I spend a little bit more time on certain ones, but the concept is like, this is what I do when I'm like sitting on the phone. Like I just sit here and I just doodle these kind of things. And so it's not meant to be like the grand masterpieces you guys will see on my prints and stuff. Like I spend, 15 to 20 hours on some of that kind of stuff. This is like, all right, let me draw this in 10 minutes. Let me draw this in 5 minutes. Let me draw this in 15 minutes. So it's not meant to be super, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, totally.
Just give him a little bit thicker outline. There he is. Look at that bread.
Looks good.
All
so
right.
in the chat for suggestions, I'm seeing a couple biased toward me, so you can disregard those if you'd like.
Deadpool Mickey Mouse. That's interesting. Master Chief and Bricks O art style. I am familiar with said art style since I have been commissioned a few times.
A smidge.
Let's see. There just to be more than Nintendo. Yeah, there has to be in terms of the Mount Rushmore. Oh, Pac-Man. Pac-Man's probably a good idea too for It's just like I'm trying to think of things that have established video gaming. Like, like what has made it to where it is. That's the whole point of Mount Rushmore. It's like what has made it where it is.
Well, we'll dive back in once you make another suggestion. It's a whole little tangent there.
Yeah.
And Jake did an awesome job with Storm Shadow the first time live, but has watched the other streams after the fact.
Oh, cool. I appreciate that. It's very hard to know how many people watch it on the replay. I feel like it doesn't get a lot of replay action out of it.
No, I mean, live content never does, but I'm glad that Jinxie could find it. That's good.
Your family is heading out. Got to go. Thanks for the Taco Man. Yep. Taco Man eating a Taco Man. Let's see. Gator draw the other Kevin Hinkle. Who's the other one? Let me see. Draw Cuddle Pool from Fortnite. That is complicated. Any Fortnite thing is complicated. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I know that for a
fact. That for the video game theme one, maybe.
Let me see what does Rainbow Bright look like? I kind of have a
Fortnite. It's Fortnite.
That's also Fortnite?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was not.
I think it is.
Oh, that's an old cartoon. That's what I was thinking it was.
Oh, never mind. No, there's a Fortnite skin that's similar in name then.
An ant with Easter bunny ears. Oh, wait. Whoops. Draw Pong.
There we go.
It's over there. Okay.
And there it goes.
Bright Bomber is what you're thinking.
Yes. There we go.
Throwing off the young kids. I think I'm going to do this one for Takuma. I don't think he's ever been to one of my streams before. Whoa. Easy. I don't think he's ever been to one of my streams before. So we'll end with an ant. And maybe Ant McCloud might like this. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. All right. So we're going to do an ant with bunny ears. All right. Let's get a picture of an ant. This seems like a good 15, 20-minute drawing.
London Bridge Bricks is here. We're doing good.
What's going on? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay. This is our last doodle for the day, everybody. As always, I appreciate you guys being here. I'll probably run through all my little announcements too, because I know a lot more people are here now than there were in the beginning. Of course, everyone will leave too. The stream's over. It's like, and we're out. This is definitely the most detailed ant I've ever drawn.
100%.
That's for sure. So
what do you got going on the rest of the day? Anything?
So today I need to submit, or I need to finesse and submit my last Twitch emote. That was the last one I need to finish.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to go in and do the pixel finesse, which doesn't take too long, but I got to do that. I'm going to save out the collage. That does take some time as well. And then I guess after that, I'll just go into what other commission work I have.
Cool.
I have some. I always have
some. I feel like you always have a stockpile.
I've always got a lot. I went through my email to just go in there and check and see which see what I've gotten. I keep tabs of all of them. Like the email, my emails where I keep all my commissions. Like they go there. So when people hit me up on social media, I'm like, send me an email because that's where I will keep it in the queue, is in the email.
Right.
But then I'll just kind of let it pile up for a little bit because I know what I'm working on. And then I'll go, all right, so let's go through and check and let's get everything, just like answer any simple question. Cause sometimes people are like, I just want to know how much this is. And I went through that a couple days ago, and I have, I think, 23 currently in the works, which is kind of normal. There were a few that were like, I just want to know the price, and I haven't heard back from that, so that might not go anywhere. But we'll see. We shall see.
You think like the conversion of people who ask as opposed to go through with it is high, or how do you feel?
I don't. It's not terrible. I would say more people stick with it than not. But I have a lot of youngsters that want me to draw their Lego sig figs, and a lot of them want me to do it for free. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. And so that's probably the biggest, but I also kind of feel like that's not real. Like that's not like real clients being like, I charge this much. Like, okay, no, I can't afford it. Like, it's kids. It's kids that are like, hey, can you draw my Lego guy? Here's I've attached it. And I'm like, that's great. It's going to cost you $60. And that's what I charge. I charge $60 to draw a Lego sig fig. I think that's very reasonable.
I do too.
And a lot of them will be like, oh, I thought you were going to do it for free. It's like, no, I'm not going to do it for free. Sorry.
Oh, but Takuma, you got a point there. But Kevin, think of the exposure.
Yeah, exposure bucks. Exposure bucks, everybody.
Takuma and Pinkwheel on the same, because they're going to tweet out or put on Instagram to their 15 followers that are mostly bots that you made it.
It's been a while. But when I first started doing freelance, I did have a couple people that were like, I could get you a lot of exposure if you do this. And I did reply, I think if I do your job, I will get you exposure.
Yeah, right.
Because there are a lot of Lego people and they wanted Lego stuff. And I was fresh off a 12-year Lego career, and I was very known in the Lego community. I was like, no, I think this benefits you every which way. I was like, I'm going to say no.
If anyone has the audacity to say that to you, disregard. Apparently Gator tried to pay rent with likes and subs and it didn't work. That's your landlord's fault, man.
Yeah, they need to do better.
Yeah.
That's
the hashtag do better.
Likes and subs.
Nothing people want more these days than exposure. I get you.
Hey. All right.
I would do the hype horns on my soundboard, but you wouldn't hear it.
Oh, that would be a shame. Yeah. I need to definitely that's one of the things I need. And the first thing has to be the Price is Right fail horn. Yeah. That is the first. I want that. My stream must have this.
Yeah, I got to add new ones. I'm trying to think of like a fail one that isn't that one, because you have that. And I'm like, oh, that's one I thought of. But
you could do like the Mario death sound.
That's not very like epic fail though. That's just like, oh, you died, try again. Like I want like a
okay, yeah, I get it.
Like the Price is Right fail thing is like a because like you've just lost thousands of dollars worth of stuff because you're an idiot. Right. Like, you dummy.
I love the Price is Right fail horn is my go-to for anything.
It's great. Yeah, Brixomniac, the Stream Deck is legit. It's fantastic. I legit imitate the Price is Right fail horn in daily conversation. There you go, Takuma.
Oh yeah. I've done the same thing. I'll bring it up on my phone real quick because I can usually sense it's about to go down. Like this is not going to end well, and I'll have it ready to go.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I guess we can put some shading on this ant.
Yeah,
Ant McLeod. Do you appreciate this ant, or is this not
the ant means Anthony?
Oh, not the insect.
No. So Anthony will not stop until you do Halo Master Chief.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Like I said
it's good.
Earlier, the Ewok totem was from 2 or 3 streams.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And I guess Darth Maul, JB says that he's made that every time, but I don't know. I do not mind a little persistence. That is all good with me.
Yeah.
I will never be like, how dare you keep watching my streams every week? It's like, nah, it's fine. Let's go for it.
I also feel like because
did the ant poop? No, I mean, I guess I didn't. Sometimes it's, you know, gesture lines, and I go really quick. Right. It's a leg. It's a leg. Let me get some shadow. I think this deserves a little floor shadow, I think, going on here, maybe.
Eli suggested putting the ant on the cloud, and that kind of inspired an idea for another stream. If you just did like one starting thing, and then one person adds on another thing, and you only get one thing to add on, and then another thing, and another thing, and another thing, and it's one giant blob of like.
One of my favorite things to do is draw. Somebody draws a shape, and you have to turn the shape into a character.
Yeah,
I love doing that, but that's kind of difficult to do unless I beforehand get people to like do that for me. Like, hey, I'm gonna do a thing. Can you draw a bunch of shapes? But I love doing that. That's like one of the it's a really fun game to play. And I would love to do something like that with people. Like, hey, draw a shape, and I'll turn your shape into a character. I did that with Joey when we were at Comic-Con for Kids. We did. It was so funny because Danny, anyone in the Lego community knows Danny. I was like, Danny, draw us a shape, and I'll turn it into. He drew a perfect square. I was like, Danny, what's wrong with you? Drew a perfect square. So I turned the square into the what is it, like Thwomp, I think, from Mario. And but I really like doing that. That's a lot of fun. So I'd love to do something like that. Takuma Hink, I'll draw you shapes any day. Yeah, I might do something like that. So okay, there's our ant wearing Easter Bunny ears. Definitely the most detailed ant I've ever drawn.
That may be the most detailed one you'll ever do.
Are you satisfied, Takuma? Your shape drawing will get all kinds of exposure.
Yes, it would.
Let me do real quick. I mean, we still have like 10 minutes. There's no more space. This is like one of the first times I've actually filled the whole canvas. Like, wow, I think I drew a little too big today. But I have no regrets. They came out really good.
Yeah, that Ewok totem pole and the Darth Vader definitely took up the most time.
What do I want? I don't want something that big. I just want. All right. So just to show you guys also, not that I doubt you don't know what I'm talking about. Well, let me turn that comment off. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, someone's like, okay. Right? They do that.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Now let me make a new layer.
Takuma said to draw my brain. Well, he already started with the blank canvas, so hyper. Are you doing the fish?
No, it's a face.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna draw the blobfish.
Oh no,
that's what that nose looked like. I'm like, oh. Come on, that Takuma, you set yourself up for that one. That was a pretty good one. Come on. I don't mean it, obviously. I just met you. Hi.
Shots fired.
Takuma's like, I probably deserve that.
So yeah.
So what's this guy's occupation?
He is a tax adjuster.
A tax adjuster?
I don't know.
What's he like? He's like, hey, you think you only getting this much back? Give me the keys. I'll go in there. I'll get you some money back. What?
So, but that's the kind of thing that I actually really like. I think it's so fun. So random shape, I turn it into a face.
I feel like his pen pal name is Tony Baloney for some reason.
He's the baloniest.
Tony Baloney, the tax adjuster.
He definitely has, like, I can see him having like a tie.
Right.
And like he's got like, you know, the fat neck, right? Like right. It's just head. It's it's a solid head, there's no neck.
The hair is like receding a little bit, but it's slicked back and it's like a little poofy. You know, a little tuft. All
right, we're done.
There we
go. I just wanted to like give you guys. That's what I mean when I say the shape thing.
Takuma's like, but why you got to throw shade after my already self-deprecating humor? Hey, people do that to me too. I know how it feels. Trust me.
It's a very true thing. All right, I'm gonna get this tablet out of my way here so I can. We are done doodling today, everybody. The doodles are complete, but I will now take us on a tour of everything we have drawn together today, which I'm very pleased with. So we're going to start up here in the upper right-hand corner. Our very first drawing was Invader Zim, yelling at Gur. That was definitely the warm-up. As I've said many times, the first is usually very rough because it's like I'm getting relaxed and warmed up for the day. I guess relaxed and warm up are two opposite things, but getting warmed up for the stream, and so it's usually a little rougher than I like. But you got to start somewhere. And then I think when we did Shaggy next, I think.
Yep.
So we did Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And then here is the Taco Man eating a Taco Man eating a Taco Man.
The triple taco takeover.
There's a face on the little taco. There it is. A little tiny, tiny face. That's some crazy tacoception stuff. We have got a Ewok totem pole, which came out pretty cool.
That one's great.
That one might be nice doing like we talked about earlier in the stream, like taking something from the stream and like transferring it over into like the normal workflow. Haven't necessarily done it yet, but that's a cool one. That's like a good idea. We've got Easter Bunny down here. It's pretty good Easter Bunny. Happy with that.
It's very good.
And Takuma made my workday better, guys. Thanks. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Glad we could.
And then we've got a piece of bread.
Yup.
From Gen Blade. I'm just gonna sit on this. Somebody comes to the stream right now. What are they looking at? Then we've got Darth Maul from Star Wars wearing some pastel robes and a nice flower. I'd say that's more of a bonnet, maybe, but a flower hat. And it's funny. I was on the bread and the count dropped 4. It was 16. They're just looking at bread. We've got an ant wearing Easter Bunny ears. It's kind of cool. It's a neat idea. And we got our female villager. And this guy, what's his name? Shadow something. I forgot his name.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. Let me go back real quick. Storm Shadow.
There we go.
Shadow from G.I. Joe. And this is it, everybody. This is 3 hours.
Wow.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
So there it is. Thank you, as always, for you guys being here. Let me quickly go through the things I mentioned in the beginning, just as a reminder, or in case you just showed up. I am doing a giveaway. I sell stickers on Etsy. You can find that right here. Etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. And to celebrate all the awesome support I've been getting, and also to kind of, put like a nice bow on the end of Wave 2 and move into Wave 3, I'm giving away an entire collection of all 20 of my Brick Builder stickers. All you got to do is go to kevinhinkle.com/giveaway and enter. There's also a couple different ways that you can increase your chances of winning. Such as sharing on social media and stuff like that, tagging other people, the usual rigmarole. So make sure you check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, you can find them on Etsy and buy them individually. But hey, why not win a whole pack? It's there, right? Go for it. Also, emotes. My Twitch emotes are finally done. Thanks, Bama Bricks, for throwing those emotes in the Twitch chat. So anybody who's over on Twitch and throws a sub, I do have special emotes, so you can now put your own adorable mini Hink in the chat, like Bama Bricks has done over in Twitch right now. So there are 3 different ones. This is the Chill. This is Mr. Hink Chill. And then at a tier 2, it unlocks Mr. Hink Draw. I really like that one a lot. And then tier 3 is Mr. Hink Love. All that love and support. So there will be more as the channel grows and as there's more support. It unlocks the ability for me to make more. And that's a lot of fun. So check that out. And of course, thanks again to all these awesome people over on Patreon. And thanks to all of them who showed up in the stream today. There was a handful that showed up in stream today, so I appreciate that. But yeah, patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. You can find more information there. I really, really appreciate it. It does make a difference. And thanks, of course, to Brian for being here and helping me watch the chat today.
Of course, I do whatever I can to help keep it a little bit entertaining, more so, hopefully, not detracting from the drawing going on here. So thank you, Kevin, for having me and including me in on the drawing action on this lovely Friday.
I would say on the heels of last time when you were on, my favorite moment was you playing Animal Crossing. I would say my favorite moment today was, don't worry, Ken, I'm not playing Animal Crossing anymore today. I'm now sitting and watching. I'm like, he did it again. He did it the second time. That was great. That was definitely a highlight. So awesome. Anybody, if you'd like your doodle, if you made a suggestion and I made it, let me know. I'd be happy to clip it out of this for you and send it to you. Some of these I already know, so I'll just do that automatically because it doesn't take that a lot of time. But I'd be happy to send it to you. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Let me turn that banner off. Boop. There I am again. You can find me online, kevinhinkle.com, at Mr. Kevin Hinkle for personal, and at MrHinkleDraws for just my art. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Bye, Brian.
Bye.